Hi, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade campaign titled The First Night, Episode 2. Before we begin, I would like you all to meet our players.
Hi, I'm Marianne. I'll be playing Siobhan York. She is a wealthy gallerist from the UK with a taste or hunger for criminal endeavors.
Hi, I'm Taye. I'll be playing Christopher Falcone, an aspiring wise guy and Boston-born and bred from North End.
Hello, I'm Örjan, and I will be playing Sean Dempsey, punk, getaway driver, Irishman.
So that's our players. Before we start, just a little recap from episode 1. We left our players after they got quite an interesting task, quite a mysterious task from two very mysterious individuals. So we're going to go into the day after, where they're now pondering what to do and what end to start with to figure out how to get into the house and Miss Masters into the safe and none be the wiser. We're going to go straight into the scene and we're going to start with Siobhan. Saturday morning.
Well, first off, is she alone or does she still have company?
Depending if she kicks him out or not.
Well, if she hasn't, she will.
Well, they'll get like. Can I have coffee? No.
Yeah.
Can I have a no? Get the fuck out.
Thank you and good night.
Yeah,
Or
you
good
have
morning.
been the yes. You have serviced me. I have no more need for you.
Thank
You
you.
may leave
Next.
the chateau. Yeah.
I think if my memory serves me right, we were meeting at some bakery, right? In the morning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, obviously, Shiv will get up, get a shower. Another shower. She probably had several this night. And she'll probably be listening to a bit of radio, have a morning espresso, drawing, just like fiddling in her drawing diary for the first hour before she actually leaves. And she will probably be 30 minutes late to meeting
course
the
she will.
boys.
Shit shave and shampoo.
Yeah.
She's gonna be late. Well, what is Christopher? How's he starting his day?
Well, he's starting the day, well, gets up, get dressed in a bit more casual way than a potluck party. And then he calls up one of his contacts from the mafia. Probably not his uncle, that might be a bit too high, but like his number 2 guy or something like that.
Number 2 guy.
One of the crews.
Be... Hold on, give me a moment. You have it. Oh yeah, probably Richie Coppola.
Yeah, probably. Well, calling up, I gotta talk to him for a bit about the news item that you saw last night, the cemetery pot thing.
You know this guy. He's quite a typical like a wise guy, but he's not a made man, as I remember. Well, maybe he is. No, he's just one of your uncle's help.
Okay, yeah.
Because I don't think he was a made man. I don't have the schematics in front of me. Maybe you do.
Let's see if that's about. I think maybe it was at the. It's not. He can you can figure out those details later.
Yeah, I can figure it out later. Yeah.
Point is, let's call him up and. Well, good morning.
Just,
Hi, it's Christopher calling.
You hear a very slow a voice that's been smoking cigars probably since he was 5 years old, answering very with a filed up voice. Good morning.
Good morning. Hi, it's Christopher. Sorry to bother you this early, but did you catch the news last night? The fucking shit at the cemetery.
Your uncle Christopher, he's in all sorts of ways about this. This is it's not good for the family name. It's not good at all.
It's not good at all. I mean, what kind of sick animals would do something like that? You gotta catch him and teach him some goddamn respect.
And it hit the news, Christopher. It hit the news. It's not going to look good. We gotta do
And how
something
after that
about
hit
it.
news, after what happened elsewhere in the city that night, how the hell is that newsworthy with people being killed left and right this halfway house? Something about this. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I think you should stop by your uncle at one point today. He should be at Bella.
I'll stop and he's going to be there for lunch, or it's going to be there for. Do you know what time it's going to be there?
I think he's going to be there through the day. He's in office hours at Bella.
Okay,
You
well,
know
I'll
your
stop in
uncle
at the
has an office at Bella.
I'll drop by in the afternoon then.
Good to hear
Stop
from
by.
you, Christopher. And have a good morning.
Likewise. Then he hangs up and he skips and hops over to the bakery where we're supposed to meet the others. And he sits down, orders some cannolis, some different pastries, and a cappuccino. And he sits there waiting in his tracksuit and all ready for some more casual manual labor for the day.
Well, whilst your morning starts that way, we're going to go over to Sean.
Yeah. Wakes up. Gets get a good mug of coffee. And go down to the garage. I know that I have been doing some work on an old Ford Transit from the early 80s, late 70s. I've given it a new engine, maybe a turbo, wider tires for better grip. Just want to go over it once more to see the condition and see if that needs some work until before the heist.
As you start looking it over, you have a bit of time. You're an early riser. You do not enjoy the other finding things in life.
Nah, just coffee.
You get the distinct feeling that you're being watched. You know that weird feeling when you just feel that somebody's in the room?
Yeah. I had that lately, haven't I?
You feel the hair in the back of your neck stand up and almost like vibrate. It's like a warning sign that you're being watched.
I just try to shake that off and
because your workspace is quite large, your garage is quite
it's big.
large. Can you?
It is
You
big.
can give a description so we have an understanding of the lay of the land.
The garage, I think, is about 10 by 20 meters. It's big. On the first floor, there's the garage. At this moment, there are 3 cars. It's Ford Transit, early 70s. It's the Volkswagen Bug Cabriolet. And it is a project I've started that is it's a Ford Sierra Cosworth that I've pumped some serious juice into, but it's not finished yet. Made for it's the getaway car. Around 700 horsepower at this point. In the end, there are a lot of stacks of tires, stacks of barrels of alcohol, of gasoline. There's a small office with a really fancy computer with some diagnostic equipment. On the second floor, that's his. That's where he lives. It's not room. It's not a lot. He doesn't care for stuff.
Fineries.
No. He's got his hi-fi system. He's got his small kitchen, and of course there are more rooms there with bunk beds and some mattresses just for people to crash if that happens to be a case. If somebody has to lay low for a while, this is the place to come. If you've been too drunk and end up in the wrong side of town, and Sean has to pick you up, this is where you end up.
Place to be.
Yeah, it's a big it's a really big big building. It takes up almost a quarter of the block in Horror Street. in Somerville.
It's large.
It's large. It is.
But he's getting that feeling, and it's strange. That's a sensation you want to turn around, but you don't want to turn around, but you want to turn around.
Yeah, I think then I go put on some music. Because it's the silence. Of course, he enjoys the silence, but the silence can be scary. So music.
You put it on, and the sensation of being watched leaves you just as quickly as it arrived. And nothing more eventful takes place your morning before you are to departure to meet up with the rest of the gang.
If the Ford Transit is in, if the Ford is in good condition, I'll drive that one.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, sweet.
You arrive at the pastry shop where you already see that Christopher is waiting, and Siobhan at this point is nowhere to be seen.
No.
It smells delicious. It's a classical pastry diner. It's a lovely atmosphere and very polite and service-minded staff. These have a corner booth, I think, a bit more private in the end of the pastry shop.
Seated himself. So
Top of the morning to you.
Good morning. Sit down, please.
Too early for the
For the
cannolis?
cannoli, it's great. No. Never too early for them. Modern
I
pastries.
love them.
Oh, the best in town. Finishes his cappuccino and orders a double espresso for himself and another one for Sean as well.
Double espresso, cannolis, and some panini or something.
Of course, sir.
Thank you.
Very English, clearly she is. Of course, sir. Right-o. Pastries at the ready.
So, Shiv is a little bit late, like always, isn't he?
Her.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you 1.5. That should be half an hour late or more.
1.5?
Oh,
I'll take that. I did upgrade her ride last week, so increased the turbo pressure 0.2 bars. That should
I really
give
don't think
her
the problem is the speed she'll be traveling at, but rather the time of departure. But okay.
It should give her about 1.5 minutes faster from her apartment to here with her usual panic. Yeah, I think she'll be in here by 28 minutes after said appointment.
when is she there? When is she there?
I was about to send a text saying, leaving now, be there in 15. But did you say, did we have mobile phones or did we have pagers? I can't remember which one was.
You have definitely you have mobile phones. You have the
Okay, so we have the big flippy. Yep.
As I said, Motorola just released their newest flip phones. So you can text and you can call.
Yeah. I actually had one of those when I was a kid.
I think you could text. You should text. Yeah.
Yes, I think you could.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very limited number of words.
Very.
per text.
Yeah. So left 15 minutes. No smiley because they didn't have smileys. They didn't use smileys.
No.
That was later.
Well, you enjoy your pastries, your first round of coffees, or second round if you're Christopher. And approximately 17 minutes later, Chiffon hurries in the door.
Yeah.
But
Wearing.
is this before half an hour or after half an hour?
Oh, that's up to her. I'm leaving it. No DM decision. No. Then you roll a. Then
I'll
you roll
be
a
there
die.
20
You roll.
Okay. So what I
roll a die.
rolled for? I've rolled a die and it's a 10. So I don't know what that's for or against. But that's.
No, but
Nope. You can't just say rolled.
high or low. I got an old school one. High or
High.
low. High. Well, that's
What's
then
high?
it's high is Sean. Low is gonna be Christopher. And I rolled a 9.
So
That's not a 9.
20,
that's a 9.
28 past it is.
Promptly
Yeah.
jumping off the bike. leather pants, blue velvet crop top, hair out, helmet in her hand, and gold pointed boots. Yep.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm into it.
Running in. Morning.
28 past. Pay up.
Could you be 2 minutes later when the first word is late?
This again.
Don't.
Honestly, boys.
Don't ever bet on driving with a getaway man.
I've heard never major with a Sicilian, but never bet with him.
I know the traffic, and I think I know Shiv better than... And the combination.
And I lean over and I steal some of your food, and...
Don't take the cannoli!
It's really good.
It is!
Can I have one of that as well?
She said, yes, of course, madame.
I don't know what
And,
I'm doing this for,
oh,
but...
Yeah, you're getting a new round of cannolis, you're getting a new round of coffee, and maybe some water with lemon in it, and everything is very courteous and polite as you are to scheme at your little task.
Got the car.
So, yeah.
So, I know it's side 15, but I actually dropped by the store and got what I needed for the canisters. So that's my
nice.
excuse.
Sweet. Car is outside. I think it's grey at the moment, so that should fit the companies. I hope.
Good. Oh, that's
I
good.
guess
Yep.
So
you
should
still
we
need
just-
me to do the paint job, right?
Paint job, thank you.
Yep.
And also to
Okay,
fake an idea.
Yes. That reminds me, I will have to call Thomas to get some ideas for us. Well,
Okay.
yeah.
Sweet. And that leaves...
Yeah, please.
we need ideas for you from the catering, and we need to drive by and scout out the premises, and...
I'm picking up a version of the safe from a contact them on later. So I can get some dry running and that.
Sweet.
Do we
I'm gonna
want
need a bit of
to...
lifting help with that.
So, in terms of the Royal Blue, is it easier to drop my name into their already existing list, or is it better to just get an idea for it and get Miss Masters to put me on the list?
I think
I don't know.
I think ideas is easier, just to sneak in and nick one and...
Yeah, I mean, she said
Change.
you could get you. Like, when I remember, she said she could get you on the list as long as you were like, as long as your name on the list is no problem requesting you, but you have to check out as a registered by the
person.
company, because the
Yeah.
security company would check through that. So we need to get your name in there, but she'll get you on the list. So we don't have to do anything to get you to work there. You just have to make sure that you're a registered employee of the company.
Yeah, exactly.
So
And
it's
that the employee isn't already actually going to partake in this event.
Yeah, we'll find one that's not. But I'm sure that she's going to get the list. You could probably get a list of names for the staff already, so that shouldn't be... I mean, just pick one name that's not on the list and she'll add that, and that person will show up.
But they run a background check, so we need... Yeah.
You need an
okay.
actual name.
Yep.
You just need an actual name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about...
Yeah, that's why we gotta break into the catering places to remove like scrape off the picture that's on their on their ship and stick Siobhan's on.
No biometrics in the 90s.
Boom! Glad we're playing in the 90s.
Yeah.
All right,
I have to get some photos as well, then.
Yeah.
Passport photos, which you probably already have a few of. Perhaps you
Yeah.
probably took some new ones for Paris, because I'm guessing you had a lot of IDs made for that. Just saying.
Yeah.
There were booths like this
All over the place in the in the 96.
Yeah.
So right now, what I need you lot to have clear in your minds is a checklist of what you need to do and what you have done. Because from this point on, if you haven't said you've done it, you have not done it. Because some of the stuff we're gonna fast track through, and some of the stuff we're gonna actual play.
Yeah.
So just make a checklist. Do it now, because I will arrest you on it if you don't do it.
I will be calling my contact Thomas Small, who is a ID card forger, to get 2 fake ones for these 2 for the gas company. So I would probably need to do some research in terms of what type of logos they have prior to that, but that's on my list for today. And one for myself, and I'll probably, as you said, pick a nice picture. No, that's what we're doing there. Never mind, scratch that.
And you, Shiv, said you could fix the smelly things.
That's already taken care of.
That's already taken care of. That
well, I have the ingredients at least, and all the can.
Just to mix that. So for me, it's to, and you, is to fix the car, to get the equipment to hijack the phone line, and of course overalls for the 2 workmen, also with matching credentials and backprint.
Also the safe.
And the safe.
Yeah. Pick up
Pretty
the safe,
important. And obviously an outfit.
I said
Royal
2 o'clock for picking up the safe, so we'll swing by. We'll just drop it out to your garage. I can practice there.
Yeah, of course.
I don't particularly want to carry it 5 flights up to my apartment.
Well, I think you'll start to look a bit chubby.
I'm looking a bit dead after it slips out our fingers midway and crushes us, but that's me.
Nobody's as thin as the dead.
So what's the first thing on the to-do list this morning? I'm guessing the clock is around, if you were a bit early on, it's 8:30.
So for first thing, I think we'd just do a round to get all the equipment we need.
And we also talked about actually casing
the
place.
Yeah.
We want to do that
while
during. We find out would be a good time. We'll blend into easy traffic, do like Saturday.
Yeah, and also actually when it is the most people there, because if we get caught when it's a lot of people, then it's actually easier to get caught when there are nobody there, because then you stick out like a sore thumb. So first shopping, then stakeout, then
Royal Blue.
Breaking in. We do that in the night, or we just drop by here first to check out.
I don't know what is easiest, because obviously I can't really hack into any system, so I would need you boys to take the lead on that one. I can talk our way in if we're doing it daytime, or if we're going to.
Is there? Because
it's probably a paper file system, so it's jamming the lock and getting in.
A company of that size?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it's very uncommon at this point to have a staff paper on computer files. At this point still, it was quite normal to have your standard file cabinets locked with the what's it called? Not Manila, but the files. File cabinet files.
And then you fax them over.
Yes. And you fax them over.
So what do you suggest is the easiest way to move daytime and get presented by a, I don't know.
Probably easy to, I mean, we could swing by and see. I mean, daytime on Saturday might not be anyone there. There might actually be more people there later in the evening, in case they're having work.
Yeah, it depends on if they're working on the premises or that is just the office. How easy it would be to just sneak in and nick something.
We'll swing by there after we've done recon at the... do some recon there as well.
Just say that you're having you're thinking about having a party in your gallery, Shiv, and then you're thinking about them to do the catering again.
Mm-hmm.
And bullshit your way.
Yeah,
from there.
if we're bullshitting our way in, that's no problem.
Yeah. Sweet.
But it was
sweet,
Yeah, she
stealthy,
was already
sneaky,
using-
techy, then it would be.
yeah.
Ooh. How how accommodating are they to clients? Like, could you personally pick out people you want to work at your place?
We don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
Because they will.
Oh,
can
no,
also
you-
see
no,
the,
you know. You know,
Because then you can
you
ask
know
the, like
this.
if you can see through the employee files.
Oh no,
Oh, no, okay. No.
no. That's because that's personal. But you can like pick out
In the
based on
90s?
credentials.
Privacy? In the 90s?
Well, that's it's
Yeah.
Well, when I say pick out, you can say, well, I have all female staff. They all need to be expert in
yeah.
wine. Wine sommeliers, a lot of them. But not like, I want to see all your files and the records.
Yeah.
No.
I want that pretty boy. I want that pretty girl. Oh,
Yeah.
it's not a candy list.
can-
Damn it.
Yeah, you could do that, but you won't get to see the full employee records.
No.
But you could say, this is Sonia. She's a redhead. She's spunky, chatty. More like that.
Yeah. But I think we'll deal with Royal Blue when we get to Royal Blue.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
wing
So
it,
first-
wing it till you win it.
First is a shopping round. To
All
buy
right.
electronics, pick up the safe, pick up whatever you need to do the paint jobs. Yeah.
And I'll pick up a
Walls.
photo from at home, actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
One
Right.
with an obvious, very French wig.
Yeah, from the French period.
Like Uma Thurman black kind of.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're not going to spend a lot of time playing through that because I think that is basic. What price were you giving us? Was it $200 or $100?
Yeah, I think
bucks
it's $200
for the
is that for the safe.
200. Yeah. $200 for the safe. I'm guessing you, Sean, you're gonna be in the hole for around $60
Yeah, probably.
for all your stuff. Your boy with the fake IDs, he needs to get the paid, so he's gonna ask for at least $300 to make.
Yeah,
all
I'm
that.
guessing because of the really, really short deadline as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like, he even if you're like he's one of your bros, he needs to get the paid.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he said you can pick him up. Let's say Sunday morning.
Right.
No, Sunday afternoon. He needs a bit of time. Sunday afternoon. So then we have that done. All right. Anything else I needed shopping?
Not on my list.
Don't think so.
I mean, like,
So you're driving
brother
around
Schultz
with the
have-
safe?
Yeah. Dump it off at Sean's garage.
Yeah. It's a beautiful piece of security. It's a vintage safe. It has like a gust of like I said, like the almost like a Western bank feel to it.
Franz Jäger from Berlin, 1939.
Yes,
Probably.
something like that. Probably. It's a big, heavy beast,
Great.
but it's a
Look forward to
beautiful
trying.
piece of safe.
Now, just one thing, Sean. I suggest we put it down where you want it to be staying because
For a while.
I'm not moving that shit again.
I'm pulling it out with the crane I used to lift motors. I've got the equipment. No problem. We'll put it
so
on
a bit of,
on that table.
So a bit of light reconnaissance next then.
Yeah.
Right. So you're heading off to the very posh Manor district of Boston. And I'm going to say the time is around, with all you've done now, you started then. I'm guessing you're going to be around 1:30, 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
I
that
guess so.
makes sense, time-wise. I'm just going to find my little map so we know where we are. Obviously, you can find the map of the building. You still have that in front of you all.
Important for us to like check the blueprints we have to make it sure we how the actual outside and the actual location of the house and the grounds are. That's probably much what we can see, and a bit of an idea how large the grounds are, so stuff like that.
The grounds are large. You have, again, I'm going to give it like in meters because that's more natural for me. The grounds themselves, from what you can see, it's gated. Mm-hmm. The front of the gate is bars of metal, so you can see through. The rest of the gates are in brick or concrete. You see there are two cameras on the gates. There's a buzzer, cam call, or what you call it, the thing you ring with.
Yeah.
Buzzer. It's approximately, give and take, 40 meters from the gate to the manor itself.
Large grounds.
Yes, large grounds. It's almost
like rich people.
It's almost like a park-like landscaped around it. It's a big, almost like parking area in the front of the building. If we look at the picture of the manor, where this bit sticks out, which is in the entry point, it's where you can't see is a big open space where there's a fountain in the middle. Mm. So you have a large parking area for guests to set their vehicles. There's also a garage in the end there. You see it's a double garage with something that looks like maybe for employees, like an apartment on top. Mm. It's very difficult to see what's back of the manor because you can't really see from the angle you are.
No, but can you see the entrance parts?
Yes. That's where the two cameras.
So because the only really need to be sure is that you can't really, that it's that big that we can't really see into the room we were going to be we don't have to worry about people seeing us in the second floor room when we're gymming the safe.
Then first and foremost, the manor is rather tall. So to be able to see that from outside, you have to be at the perfect angle. Right. If you're bobbing around with a little flashlight and it's completely dark and a security guard passes, you're gonna get potentially spotted.
Hmm. That means we have to practice opening the safe in fairly little light.
Shitty lighting.
Yeah.
Because as you have been told, there will be private security on the premises. Most likely, you have to presume they're going to be on the grounds as well.
Unless, we're planning on you going in. And wouldn't it be natural to take on the lights?
Of course,
but not to be there the whole time,
no problem.
right?
No. Yeah, but again, if it's light in there already,
no, you don't turn on the light until you know that the gas is clear.
Oh,
sparks!
Damn it. Okay. Maybe he keeps the light on in his office. You don't know.
It's not a problem. Just use a small localized light source that doesn't shine a lot and very directional. So it's just one. That should be quite easy enough.
Yeah.
What you can see from this angle, if you looking, I'm guessing you're not staring at the gate going, ooh, what's around that corner? What's around that corner?
Exactly.
Exactly. What you can spot is there's clearly large trees in the back of the manor, in the grounds itself. What you cannot see from this distance, because it's a bit of a distance, is you cannot see cameras on the manor itself, because it's actually 40 to 50 meters. You ain't gonna see it from this angle.
No. We don't want to get closer to see them either, because that would be suspicious.
So.
Yeah. And anyway, we're going to shut the power because of the gas leak. Then you should kill the cameras.
Yep.
The building in itself is a grayish white. The ceiling is a darkish blue-black, and it's clearly a very expensive place to camp your booty. It's fancy.
It would be nice to turn this house into a punk club. It would be some great concerts here.
It's quite stately.
But no
Well,
punks will
But
ever
you
have enough money
you
for-
would
to buy
tag
this.
it, right?
Tag it.
And this
No.
building it requires a little bit more respect.
Why?
It's the architecture. It's history in a form of a building. It needs to be preserved as it is.
Yeah, but it's not like
Ah.
it's not unique.
Well, I'm pretty sure that the architecture from this is not the same that you see around here.
Still be a good
Anything
pub club.
else? Anything else you want to look for? Then I would like a, I'm gonna say old school perception, but not perception because we're not using perception. If you want to like a spot check, if there's anything else, I would like a security, like a wits as larceny security.
Wits or intelligence?
Depending if you want to use like your skill, like what would you look for, like, or if you're just catching something, or you consciously, I'm gonna look for security stuff. Where would I put a camera? Where would I cut a wire? Where does stuff go?
Larceny or technology in my case.
Yeah. It depends on what specifics you're looking for. Or if you just like, I just want to see if I see something interesting, or
I'm looking for the more
something.
technological.
I'm
aspects.
I'm searching for random stuff that might be interesting. 3.
2.
I'm gonna try. Christmas gonna try to like think through if things goes bad and we have to get out in a hurry or get away. We're gonna watch the best egress routes. That's something like contingency
way.
planning. Yeah, no matter what happens, well, we're gonna be. If we're blown, we're done for, and there's no way out. That's his,
What did you roll?
No successes. So that's probably we're done for if we caught. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
surrender immediately.
You're all in or not at all. That's your point. All in or not at all. Go down with the ship, kind of guy. We're dead.
Proper frukt.
Siobhan, you had 3, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's plenty.
Oh shoot! Sorry, 1 to 10. So 2 plus a 10.
That's more. That's
Ooh, is
10.
No, it's still only 3. You need two.
Oh,
2 for it to work. Okay.
Yeah,
two
becomes 4.
True, because then
Thank
2
you.
becomes 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Got to get used to the new vampire dice.
Yes.
What you see is more or less what I have described. There's nothing spooky or hidden that like jumps at you. It's you're guessing because you can glimmer at the garage. You're pretty damn sure that's probably got security cameras also covering blind spots
On the grounds.
around on the grounds.
Yeah.
So that would not be like smart if you have to like get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yep.
And sneak. You're gonna get spotted in that area as well. You're
right.
guessing it's very. You're guessing it's like it's quite tightly sealed. Is what you're getting or what you're seeing.
Yeah. I convey
you can
this
paint
to
like
the voice.
yeah. You're painting that mental picture. It's like like we're seeing this. I'm guessing it's gonna be very high security, but it doesn't necessarily immediately look like it.
And
the
I'm
same
still.
thing goes.
It's
Yeah,
just in
it's the same-
support of Chris's worry.
Yeah. I'm going to tell Sean, you're looking from a technological point. It's state of the art.
So do I see cameras?
The cameras on the gate you see,
Yeah.
because they are more intimidating.
Yeah, but further into.
But further in, when she's pointing at the garage area, you see it's much smaller, very difficult to see. You have to really look at it to spot it. It's more because it looks like an anomaly all of a sudden if you're looking at it long, because it's so far away.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, okay, it's very small, it's lightweight, it's hidden.
Yeah.
Do you think it's got a good range? It's got the quality of the film itself is going to be high.
Oh, I need.
They probably
I need those from my garage.
They probably have a very advanced security surveillance room. You're thinking, might there be other security elements installed?
Yeah, probably. It
like
will probably
pressure points, alarms.
maybe.
You're thinking,
Does that
if the power is taken,
power supply? In the
Huh?
this it will probably be a battery backup in the.
you think there's
room.
probably a backup on the security,
Yeah.
like stuff,
Yeah.
like maybe there goes in a silent one. Like somebody cuts the power, thinking, "Oh, we're gonna rob this baby."
Yeah, then
and then there's probably
battery backup.
a layer under there. Yeah, and a layer under there.
Yeah.
You're thinking it's secure.
Yeah. Then the
That's
question
what-
is how much of this will be turned on with the guests at the premises. Do you trust your rich friends? I don't know. I don't have any.
Rich people trusting rich people? I don't think so.
No, I'm guessing no.
Not likely.
Only reason I trust Shiv is because I don't have anything she wants to steal. He says and gives her a
Ouch.
wink.
Ouch!
And she's already stolen my heart.
Oh, swoon.
And by the way, I probably didn't drive my motorbike, and I probably took my car because I forgot to ask for my keys back last time.
Well,
Damn it!
you can't even manage to pick the lock on your own motorbike. Amateur.
No, okay, I probably
Goddamn.
could. I probably too
Yeah.
could.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And as you say that, I hold up my hand.
Give her the key.
I'm guessing all of the stuff that I have relayed to you lot is then discussed as a group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you're thinking, no, I'm not going to tell anybody what I just saw.
Oh, of course. Everything is laid out into the open.
Did Chris tell us about his worry?
Oh, no,
We're gonna die.
He's gonna be like brave on that part. No, he will actually tangentially to that is where he said the one thing is we don't know about the cameras inside, which she said Miss Moss was not that certain herself. The problem is there might be a camera on the safe. That's something we'll have to think about.
But if we
get
cut
that.
the power,
If
wouldn't
cut-
that solve that?
No, if you
Yeah, as long as
cut the
it-
power, there's probably battery backup.
Well, as long as you're aware of it, I guess.
We'll see. Look for that first, because then we might have to really do it in the dark. But we'll see. I mean, as long as the lights are, depends on the windows, like the curtains are drawn or not, how much ambient light there's in the room. If it's
Yeah.
dark enough, you might just, well, put a cloth over it and let it look dark.
I'm guessing you, Christopher, actually at this point, it would be very nice to have seen the inside of the house or been on the
Yeah.
ground or had a look around
Yep.
before going in.
But that's one of the things. One of the reasons the pay is so high, we don't get that sort of.
Indeed.
Yeah, but
Hey.
all of this is duly noted in to bring to the boss lady.
Risk management.
Yes.
Yeah, well, you already had expenses. You might try a fast one saying, we've already paid for this.
Okay. Well, shall we swing by and check out the catering place?
Catering it is.
All right. That, well, Siobhan knows very well where Royal Blue has their main offices, and it's down in the financial district.
Yeah.
Not too far away from the glass tower.
Are we all going in?
I have absolutely nothing to contribute to this.
You can,
Okay.
you can be your eyes. You can go in and check it out first, Shiv, and like get the lay of the land, see if you can. And then
Well, I know that there is a front desk. I mean, I've been there before, so
we'll find
I
out the
don't
front
need
desk,
to
find out the
actual-
opening hours on a Saturday and try to get a sense if they're busy this weekend or not. Because if it's really busy and you don't get to like talk you away and it's not easy to distract them, then we might have to come back at night when it's closed. So,
But I was thinking maybe we can go in and ask for a guided tour. But I would need more than my hands and my distraction capabilities.
If I go
So
in there,
actually-
they will.
we're gonna go in. We're having a party for, well, you think of whatever occasion.
I'm having a vernissage, as they know I tend to have.
Good there. I'll go with you. You'll distract them, and if I get the chance, just like use the toilet or something. That maybe I can actually get in and swap the.
Yeah. If I join, then they will.
Yeah, 3's a crowd.
Yeah, and me.
Yes. No.
Also true.
Right.
I'll be waiting
It
outside.
is a bit of a drive. It takes you a good 35 minutes in this midday traffic to get back into the center of town. You are, as I said, you're close to the Glass Tower, which is a famous building. Gorgeous, almost like only reflective surfaces. It's beautiful. So you're going to be close to Boston Public Garden and Boston Marathon finish line, where that usually is. It's quite close to that area. So it's right next to the Boston Marathon finish line and the beautiful Glass Tower. It's, as I said, in the financial district. It's very posh. It's broad avenues. It's beautifully and well kept. It screams money. Expensive piece of property, and to have your like catering company placed in such a revenue tells you you're doing something right. It's beautiful, big windows on the first floor. It's high building, almost, if not skyscrapers, because they are not really that here, but beautiful building, quite tall. You have the logo for Royal Blue on above the door, and on the glass doors themselves, you have an R and a B, like when you, or you can open one or the other.
I've
Inside-
given. Sorry. Yeah.
And there is you two, Siobhan and Christopher, that's going to enter the facilities. When you come into the facilities, it's very spacious because it's almost like the two first floors are quite open, maybe almost always up to the third floor. You see like pathways, like the stairs and everything, almost a bit like glass. It's very 1996 architecture. So we would probably now think it's a bit gaudy, but for them it's very French. It's very classy. It's very see-through. It's very geometrical. It's got a lot of interesting shapes. It's got some sculptures with round shapes and square shapes, and everything is a bit like crystal and a bit see-through, and you have some splashes of pink and some splashes of blue. You have the front desk, which is in a deep blue color with royal blue in gold. There's a beautiful young thing sitting behind the desk with a headset on, and you have a beautiful painting clearly of the founder of Royal Blue, which is a lady sitting with two Great Danes in something that looks like a British Victorian landscape.
Right.
You have big doors on both your sides. That clearly takes you into the vicinities of workspaces of Royal Blue. You see there are not bookcases, but cases where you can look at brochures and information about the services of Royal Blue. There's also a seating area in white leather, a glass table. Again, one of these weird ass figures with these crystal balls with the geometric shapes on top of it. Today, very gaudy, 1996. It's high frontier of interior design.
Mm-hmm.
The floor is quite like marble-esque, but more like the fake marble. Again, very gaudy. More like swirls of blue. Very 1996. There's soft classical music playing in the background.
Right.
She's got a polo neck on, like a white cashmere sweater over her shoulders, and hair in a bun, and she's looking fresh as a daisy.
Okay. What we're gonna do here is that Christopher's gonna she can talk, but when the subject comes up to he is, let's say he's responsible for security at your vernissage because you're gonna have some expensive pieces there. Because he looks sort of like the way he's dressed now. He looks sort of like muscle, like he's dressed it out.
And I've already slipped you the photo of myself. So, hello. I'm here I have an appointment with Miss... And I'm dropping the name of whoever's in charge of this place.
Pearl.
Miss Pearl.
Mrs. Pearl.
Mrs. Pearl. Right.
You see she has got a name tag and it says Daisy O'Toole.
Yeah. Yeah. Afternoon, Daisy.
Oh.
But yes, we do have an
Afternoon.
appointment. I'm Siobhan York. This is my associate. We have an appointment with Mrs. Whatever.
Pearl.
Jesus, I can't remember. Pearl.
Pearl. Not Jesus, Pearl. But in this house, it's just as close. And she's like, I have not been informed.
We had a conversation. I don't know if it was you or one of your colleagues, but we set it up, was it 2 weeks ago? We have an event next weekend.
A flush of red streaks her cheeks. Like, oh my God, have I done something wrong? Could you please take a seat? Can I offer you something to drink? Coffee, tea, mineral water, champagne?
Champagne. He'll have a coffee.
Please. I'll get a hold of Mrs. Pearl straight away. She starts hitting her telephone buttons. She calls clearly to a part of the facility that's going to serve you, and she puts in the order. And then she immediately clearly tries to call Mrs. Pearl. And she doesn't get through, so she hangs up. I'll be just a moment, please. Just a moment.
I'm looking at my watch, and then I'm just nodding at her.
Yeah.
Christopher's not sitting down. He's standing, and tapping his feet, clearly looking around, clearly looking a bit annoyed and a bit angry.
You see, she
Poor
looks
Pearl.
like a young
No,
deer on
Daisy,
ice.
yeah.
Yeah, she straightens her skirt and she chips off in heels, sitting heels, not walking around heels, up the glass staircase to the second floor. And she knocks, and you can see it's a glass. Lots of the offices have glass fronts, so you can almost see in them, and you see they can draw down blinders. You see where she's knocking. You see halfway down, there's blinds halfway drawn down, and she knocks and she sticks her head in, and you see she's gesticulating with her hand a lot. While she's doing that, it takes only about 2 minutes. You get served your champagne and coffee by this beautiful young boy. And he's not making a number out of himself. He's very courteous and glides away just as fast as he served your drinks. 2 minutes later, you see Daisy is quickly making her way down, flustered, cheeks red, as she makes her way over to you. She holds a folder. I'm truly sorry, Miss York. I don't understand what has happened. It must have been the other girl. But
I hope there isn't any trouble.
No, not at all. And Miss Pearl says she absolutely can make time for you now if you so wish. If that's what you want.
I mean, we were planning on discussing security and also go through the list of who is catering, the staff, and we were also promised a tour.
Okay, hold on, you see she's almost swallowing her tongue because she's so stressed out about this, because she likes to be very composed. Which part do you want to start with, Miss York? Do you want to go through your security, the staff, or do you want the tour?
Well, I mean, I still have some champagne in my glass. Maybe we'll do the tour. Maybe. Or was Miss Pearl? Is she available right now? Because obviously, time is money, right?
And you see she's like almost wobbling on her very high sitting heels as you hear more or less hear her before you see her, and you hear Mrs. Pearl, which is in her mid-40s. She is dressed impeccably in a dark blue suit pants, heels. Her hair is cut like almost diagonally like that, very 90s. One long earring, one short, ordained with pearls. She is dressed to the T. She's not gorgeous, but she makes her presence known, if that makes sense. She has it's a power suit. She's a power female. She's a director in a way. And she walks down, and you hear she doesn't shout, but her voice it just glides through the room. And she's like, Miss York.
Miss Pearl, long time no see.
Indeed, it seems to be a bit of a misunderstanding, and I do apologize. It must have been on our behalf, of course.
Of course. I mean, I did order this appointment long time ago.
I can nothing do but apologize on the behalf of my staff, and this will be looked into thoroughly. I can assure you, Miss York, we will not have such a hiccup happen again. We do appreciate you as a client, and we'll do our utmost to accommodate and apologize for this.
I mean, it would be a shame to lose you as well, so I think this can work itself out. That would be for the better for both of us.
Of course. Whatever we can do to accommodate you, Miss York. What do you want to start with? Do you want to tour? It's been a minute. We have done some renovations on the premises since last.
I think that would be a good. And also, I have my colleague, my associate, and my chief of security, which is also very interested in obviously seeing what you have to offer, and see it for himself and not just through my lips. So yes. But yeah, we're having a vernissage.
And a nod. Like.
A vernissage, perfect. Do you have, or did you send us a guest list?
I did. It's around 100 people, give or take.
Right.
So it's a small gathering, but still, it's we will start around 8 and have an open house for a couple of hours, and it's the 22nd.
Perfect.
And I was actually promised a taste of the food that you would have, but I'm assuming since this has gone lost in translation, this won't happen.
I'll do you one better, Miss York, and I don't do this, but I'll take you into the belly of the beast. I'll give you a tour of the kitchen.
Oh, perfect. That would be excellent.
We'll have to go through the staffing quarters, though. I hope you don't mind.
That's fine. I'm sure I'll survive.
Well, I think we should. Do you want to start with us, or shall we do the traditional tour? The glassware, the table settings.
Well, I mean, unless there is anything new, I think maybe that would be fine. I think I don't have a lot of time today, as I was expecting things to be a little bit more organized.
I do pardon so much, Miss York. We will definitely make this up to you. Please, we'll venture into where the magic happens. I'm sure you will. You will enjoy it. I truly hope so.
Excellent. Thank you.
She walks up with a steady, quite dominant walk. Not like a gazelle, but very more like a tigress. She's like in control and in charge. She takes you through to the left side, and to the left side, immediately what you see is one of the showrooms of different linens and cloths as a sitting area. But she goes down and she takes a left and she unlocks the door, and you see it's staff only on the door.
I'm going to keep an eye open for when we get into the staff only part for records room or something that can be there. And if I notice something that looks like that, or actually says records room or something like that, he's gonna excuse himself and ask if he could say that coffee has had its effect, and if he could possibly use the restroom.
What you immediately come into is a rather large room. It's got several tables. It seems like this is more a meeting area for staff. It also, you see there's several paths. You say that where the cloakroom, changing room. You see to your right, you clearly see there's a hall that takes you down to different offices. You see names on the wall like Office of Charles, Office of blah blah blah. Like 4 or 5 offices to that side, and in the end you see the big sign that says kitchen and double doors.
Side note to Tae. Also, we needed a uniform.
Well, that shouldn't be that big a problem.
Sorry.
So, but there's like no place that's obviously where they keep records or stuff like that.
Stab in the dark offices, maybe.
5 of them. Are they like closed doors or like windows or like open? What type of offices are we talking about? Can we see into them as we pass, or are they like completely locked off?
Oh, they're completely locked off. You see just a hall down with doors. You see some are open. It seems to be very quiet.
Yeah, well, it's Saturday, so probably not the most peak office hours.
So how many staffers do you have right now?
Excuse me?
How many employees do you have right now, this moment?
Oh, at the minute, we are employing 250 people.
Impressive.
Thank you.
Who's your chief of personnel then?
Oh, that is Mr. Clark.
Has Mr. Clark's name appeared? Does Mr. Clark's name appear on one of the 5 doors?
It does indeed.
Okay, is it one of the ones that are open or closed?
Philip Clark. It's a bit difficult to see because it was just on the hall. You see office 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So you see his is number 4. So we're gonna presume either it's in the beginning or it's in the end.
Okay, yeah. Well, as we walked on and talked, as we approached the kitchen door, just before we get to them, he's got like, I am so sorry, Mrs. Pearl, but the coffee seems to have had some effect. May I possibly use your restroom, please?
Of course. You see where we had the changing room for staff. There's a toilet adjacent to that, so you may definitely use that.
Thank you. I'll catch up to you. And I'll,
Right.
I think we're going to the kitchen.
Yeah, she opens. It's the classical double doors with the circle windows, and she opens it up for you and smells of Italy, Paris, France. It's your sensory, and it's a sensory overload. It's beautiful. Clearly, they are making preparations for something that's going to be served later that evening.
Right. Are you busy this weekend?
Very busy indeed. We have 3 parties.
It smells divine in here.
Oh, thank you. This is more of a Spanish tapas, quite modern take on it.
Right,
actually.
yes.
She calls over Pablo.
We were in Europe not long ago, so...
Oh, well then your palate...
It takes me back.
Oh, indeed. And she makes this chef, not the main chef, not the sous chef, a chef, a line cook, plate different things for you can taste. She talks about, this is from Sevilla, this is from Barcelona, this is a taste of Madrid. It's lovely, it's gorgeous, as you would expect from them.
I must remember this when we do have, if we ever have a Spanish art exhibition. I will most definitely remember this. Yeah,
you're given the full royal treatment. As you do that, we're going to cut scene over to Mr. Falcone.
Yeah, Christopher turns around and walks back, and when it passes the Philip Clark's officer, he's going to knock on it, and he's going to go right past it to the next door and wait there and see if there's someone in, and that says something open, ask him to come in or open or anything. But it's no reply. Okay, is it locked? Well, I carefully opens the door and slides in.
It's a very classic office. You have several file cabinets. You have these fat computers you would have in the 90s. You have a fax machine. You have 3 telephones, actually, he has on his desk. There's a stack of papers, there's a stack of invoices, you're guessing. There's order forms. You see there's some files, you're guessing are personnel files on the desk.
Okay, that's probably for jobs that are, I'm going to quickly look at that, probably for jobs that are coming up now, either today or like during the weekend. So, is there a filing cabinet here?
Yes, there are.
Yeah. So I'll see if I can find employee records here. I'm guessing since...
Then we're gonna have investigation.
2 successes.
This is taking you a bit longer than you think. Clearly, this man has a weird ass system. You're a bit unsure what the different staffs are filed under, but what specifically are we looking for? Are you looking for
Waiter.
the job?
Waiter, yeah, we needed a waiter, wasn't that what you wanted to be? So we needed yeah. So female waiter is essentially all that is not working the master's job. That's essentially all we're going to need. Because I'm going to just write on the name, and she's going to slip that name on the list, and well, I just need to change photos on the file.
Right. So you got 1 success less than I wanted. I wanted 3. You got 2. So what happens then is you're spending a bit more time than you expected on this, which is making Siobhan a bit nervous, because you clearly see that Mrs. Pearl is starting to look a bit concerned.
He sure is taking his sweet ass time.
Do you want me to send someone to see if he's okay? I
mean,
don't want him to feel poorly.
I'm sure everything is fine. He was actually complaining about some food he had last night, so it might not be the coffee as he expected. And then that might be a little bit embarrassing if someone is walking in on him, if that is the case. And I don't want to embarrass my colleague. I think that would be unwise.
Right. I'm sure we have something that could remedy the situation.
Yeah, if we could have that ready when he comes back, I think that would be excellent.
She snaps her fingers at someone who's like, the thing with the whisk and Yeah, one of them, please. As you do this, she does this, you, Christopher, you're feeling you're getting a bit like this sweat in your temples because you're spending a bit too long finding. And then when you're thinking, shit, they're going to come, you find waiters, female staff, the right grouping.
Okay, well, fine. Just pick one that's not on the guest list for that job. And let's lay down and switchblade out. And how is the picture attached? Is it like just, is it glued on, or is it just...
No, it's a...
Oh, it's just... okay, well, that's no problem then.
Stapled.
Then it's just staple. Then it's just using the... Just take the knife and just bend out the staples, push out the staples, replace the picture, use the stapler. It's probably standing on the guy's desk, then on that one, slide it back in. Carefully close the filing cabinet, slip out again, and I'll take my phone out and I'll be talking into it when I'm walking down the hallway. So, and enter the kitchen, and just enter the kitchen, I'm gonna hang it up when they see me.
Before you do that, I'm guessing you're gonna remember the name of this individual.
Yep, I wrote it down. Like I said, I was gonna write this. I was gonna write it down when I find it.
Yeah, I'm like.
So, just, again, I'm gonna assume there are post-its and both post-its and plenty of pens on the guy's work desk.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Uniform.
Well, we're gonna fix that when we leave.
And then you walk into the kitchen to them.
While talking on the phone.
So, and as he does so, you see this guy comes with something that looks like seltzery, like a tablet sparkling in it on a tray.
And he gives it. And walk over to, and I close the phone and walk over to.
And he's like,
Siobhan, and I like. There's been an incident at your gallery. Whisper just loud enough for the Mrs. Pearl to hear it.
Oh
And
gosh.
require your attention.
Really? Oh, Miss Pearl, I'm very, very sorry to be this rude, but it seems like I actually have to leave.
Of course.
And I know that you actually took time to do this for us, so
Don't think about it, Miss York.
rain check?
Of course, and based on what you've tasted today, I can create a lovely menu that will probably tantalize your palate.
I will call you on Monday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll walk you out.
And I guess we'll hurry-ish.
I'll follow behind those, like she walking out, so she'll probably lead the way, talking with Siobhan. I'm gonna and gradually as I walk, I'm gonna walk just slower than, so like one step slower than. So by the time he passes the changing area, I'm gonna be like 2 meters behind them, 3 meters behind them, or something like that. I'm just gonna nab a uniform and
and hope it's the right size.
well, I not have time to go through the size. You'll have to. I get something that looks hopefully a bit larger than what Siobhan is, so you can spend the weekend sewing it in.
High or low? We're gonna see if it's big or small. High is big, low is small.
So
It's big. It's a 6.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a 6. I did it. It's a 6. It's big, but you don't care.
Yeah.
It's a large. We
Yeah.
fix it.
She can sew it in.
Yep.
Go. Do you stuff it down your pants? Where do you
No,
put
I just put
the
it.
uniform?
I'm like wearing a training, so you just put it on the inside, like that, and he walk up wearing with his hands in the jack pockets,
Yeah.
because then it looks like it's just his hands that is holding it out.
Right.
As he's done that, basically you have made a new appointment to go through staffing, security, and everything else with Mrs. Pearl, and she has then Daisy made sure that it's on the books.
Excellent. And I'll...
She is adamant that she is supposed to see it put in the books.
Yeah.
She does not have this F up again.
Yeah, I'll just
And
leave in a
then you
hurry.
leave.
Yeah.
Before we continue, it's time for one of those infamous breaks. So people can shake a leg, make a move, use the toilet, get something to drink, do whatever they need to do. Hi, and welcome back from the break. We're going to go directly into the scene where all of our players are meeting up again outside the Royal Blue.
Get in the car to Sean. I lean over back to Shiv and give her the post-it note with the name for the. This will be you for the evening.
And I thank you. And I will have to call Thomas and actually get this an idea as well, I think.
Yeah. And I pull out the uniform. You're nibbling so much up there that you might need one this size.
Hey!
It's
I guess
funny
I'm
because it's
bringing out
almost
my
true.
sewing machine. I hate sewing.
I'm sure you can pay someone to do it.
There's always someone
Saturday.
to pay. Oh, that's
Saturday.
Are you telling me that the Clark family doesn't have their own tailor back in call 24 hours a day?
Unfortunately, no. Maybe my parents do, but I don't.
And we need to pick up some clean up. We need to pick up some clean air masks, because you can't go into a gas area without clean air masks.
Smart one, you.
SMRT.
What you do then, you call Thomas and make sure that you get to deliver or you send over the name.
Yeah.
And you pick up some clean air masks. I'm
Yes.
guessing they are not cheap.
No, you need air. So tank with air, compressed air on your back.
So
Not
what
oxygen,
would be
but-
a sensible price in 1996 for something like that?
I have absolutely no idea.
Well,
I've never paid for one.
neither have I. Well, I'll make up an amount.
Yeah.
It's this amount.
It's $500.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's what it costs because
Yeah.
I've decided. So when you've done all of this, the day is it's gliding past, and you're going into the early hours of an evening. So when you've done everything you need to do, it's approximately 6 o'clock.
Could you drop me off at Bella? I gotta pay a visit to my uncle before I start
Of course.
practicing.
And I guess we'll be heading up to the garage to start painting the car then. Shit.
Meet you up there later.
Sweet.
Can we meet up for dinner, because I'm starving and I do have some clothes I need to fill up.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you know.
Or we'll just order in.
Okay. Yep. Sounds like a plan. I guess we'll just. Can you let us know when you're on our way? Or maybe can you pick up some pizzas at Bella's?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll bring some pizza back.
Their Napolitana is so good. Do that.
Shit, now
It's
I'm
done.
getting hungry.
Yeah.
I'll get 3 or 4.
You drop them off at Bella Italia. It's if you've ever seen a mafioso movie, you know what this is going to look like. It's authentic at the same time it isn't. It's got the checkered red and white checkered tablecloths. It's got the wine bottles with the candle in it, which is red.
Yeah,
And they just shove you one in there. They're painting these Italian landscapes from Naples on the wall, and they were probably painted eons ago, and they look kind of shabby, but it feels like home. And Goodfellows, they like it how they like it. It's not gonna change, because this is what we do. This is how we love it. There's tables on the outside for nice evenings. And inside, obviously, you have the bar and the doors to the restaurant area. And there's a big, brawly fellow in the white shirt, suspenders. He's got this lovely moustache. He's heavy set. He's always a little bit sweaty. And he's the proprietor of Bella Italia. And obviously, he's not a made man, but he's affiliated. And he's always there. He's always on the clock. He's got like 10 kids and a lovely wife, but he's always there. And there's always some from your uncle's gang or affiliated.
Well, I walk in, I walk up to him and say, "Good evening. Is Mr. Falcone in?"
You know you find them in the back. But before you get there, you hear, cousin.
I turn around and give him a smile, like
Yeah, in one of the
dumb
red,
shit,
like the the red leather booths with the round tables. You see Vinny as he combs back his hair, toothpick in his mouth, open shirt, the gold necklaces with the crosses, and he's like, "Cuz,
Are you doing all right, now, Vinny? Had a good party last night?"
damn, them Irish chicks. I think I'm in love." I'm like, "I'm Mr. International." I'm like, "I'm just getting it." I'm like, I'm hitting it.
At least they're Catholic. I'm just gonna talk to your father for a second. I'll catch you on the way out.
Oh, what you talking to him about? What's
I have
going
no
on?
idea. He's the one who wanted to see me, so guess I'll find out.
Oh.
I'll tell you when I get back. And as I turn around and walk towards the office, I stop by the and say, "Could you rustle up 2 Napolitanas and 1 margarita for me to go, please?"
Of course, Mr. Falcone. Of course.
Thank you. I'll pop back before then he can inject any more nonsense in.
You feel like he's like a beaten puppy because clearly he got a bit miffed that you were invited back to his father and he wasn't told anything about this. He's like, "Oh, okay. If you need me, I'm right here." You go back, and it's a classical back room. You have the big table. You have the typical like accountant, elderly fellow, skinny, and he's looking at the books, and there's stacks of money. There's one of the other guys you recognize. He's sitting there, and he's reading what looks like a romance novel. And you see the cigar, and he's like reading very intensely in this romance novel. It's dim lit. It's also a stock room. It's a typical like made man little den. Obviously, your uncle is quite the figure. In his early days, he was a powerhouse physically. You knew he could take on 5 dudes in one go. He was like a machine. Now he's older and age has set his marks on his physique. He's not heavy set. He's just like boxers get when they get a bit older. Like some of that, and it moves a little bit more down, but you see he's still got the shoulders. He's got his reading glasses on, and he's looking at the newspaper, and he's got his little espresso beside him.
I greet the people in the room, like use the first name for the guy reading, and I say Mr. Falcone to Uncle and lean in and give him the appropriate kiss, and he can sit down.
He like gently taps your cheek, like very familiar, like fatherly. Christopher, I presume you have seen the news.
Yeah, I talked to her about it earlier. Terrible. I mean, what kind of animals would do something like that?
It doesn't look good, because it hit the news.
No, it's not good. It's not good.
It's gonna make us look weak if we do not act on this.
Do you have any leads?
Not at a minute. I've sent some of my men just to stake it out to see if whoever did it might return. I think it's more important that we are very visible. We should do a great donation to the church.
Probably wise.
Coming Sunday, we should make a public showing of donation from the Falcones, and also make sure the minister, the pastor, knows that we are outraged as a community.
Of course. Just say when and where, and I'll be there.
So this will be Sunday, and it would be nice if you represented the family with a donation. Like this next generation showing that they do not oblige these satanistic heathens.
Oh, certainly.
Almost spits it out. We need to show strength in this, Christopher. We need to show that we will not be messed with, and we stand steady in our beliefs in God.
Of course. No, certainly.
If you have any input or ideas, feel free to take a lead on it.
I think you're right about making a donation. Probably delete a picture. Yeah, so do that, and you invite. There's gonna be media there. We're going to have someone from the
I was
press.
I was thinking inviting some local press
Well,
to make sure that the community is standing together. And
that better
we
be
will
when
not
it starts.
be-
So not only print this horrible, sensationalistic garbage. It's time to show that actually we are well tight, tight knit community that take care of us, each other. It's important to get through all these anti-Italian sentiments, you know. Well,
I know. It's disgusting. It's disrespectful.
It is. I mean, we all know that's no one from our neighborhood that's one around here. This is from some outcomers, some inner city youths, some shit like that, and want to be Satanists or something like that. I mean, we find out who did it, we're gonna break their heads. I'm gonna put out. Of course, I'm gonna talk to everyone I know, see if anyone has any idea who it could be, if anyone's talking about it at all. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't think it's anybody from any families.
No, it's not. I think that's even if local. I'm guessing there's some
Thugs, hooligans,
hippies, probably bloody. Want to be
hippies,
paganist,
communist pigs.
So, but yeah, but I'll show up with a donation, of course.
And Christopher. Vinny's been a bit restless of late.
I've noticed.
Hold on now. Hold on, Sam. I know what you're gonna say. He needs to feel useful, Christopher. And he does regard you high. If you could find a task for him, any old task, I would very much appreciate it. You would take him off my hands for a minute.
I'll see what I can come up with. But still reeling a bit, you know, from the recent unfortunate setback. But I'll see if I can find something for him to do.
It would definitely put you deeper in my good graces. And maybe Paris will feel a bit more in the distant future for all of us.
Mm-hmm. I'll talk to him early in the week. See if I can rustle up something by then.
Oh, I appreciate it, Christopher. You're a good boy. I know you will do the right thing. And if you find out anything about this desecration of the graveyard, please let me know immediately.
I will, of course.
Buonanotte.
Buonanotte. And I'll get up and,
kiss.
Yeah. And go out and I'll wait for the pizza if they're not done, and I'll walk over, sit down with Winnie.
And he's like, yeah, so what's
Oh no, he's
so what did my dad?
he just wanted me to keep my eye out from anyone who can, you know, the horrible thing at the cemetery. You heard about that, right?
Oh, that's some nasty shit.
Yeah.
You know who I think it is? No. It's some punks. They listen to punk music. like the punkers, the one with the mohawk thingies. One of them shitbags.
Could be. And keep your eyes open as well, yeah.
I know, like anarchists.
Yeah.
Do you want me to like patrol stuff? Like, see if I can see somebody that matches that description?
Well, if you could keep your eyes open in a neighborhood or surrounding the that would be a good idea. Don't do anything, but just notice people. See if you can find if you pick up anything suspicious. That would be good.
And I trail them and I break their kneecaps. Yeah.
Just make sure you
Mr.
don't fuck
International.
with the wrong people. Also, on a different matter. I'm gonna call it the week. We gotta get some business going. Get some money in. So
some coin, some coin.
And it's like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm doing it. So if you got any good, leads, any scores or anything, news about any potential scores coming your way, keep me informed, right? We'll see what we can do. Make sure.
The two cousins, the Falcones, teaming up.
So, and I'll leave him with that. I'll just grab the pizza and say,
you see, he's like, yes. He gives you the hug and the kiss. Bye, cuz, and tell Shiv. Just tell Shiv hi. He's got nothing. He's
Certainly.
Like, tell her hi.
Oh, I will. Well, I grab the pizza and I head over to the garage. Get a taxi. Call a cab.
Like, goddamn. Now you're stuck with him. You're stuck with Minnie. Awesome. All right, back to the garage.
Is he on his way? Is he arriving? Is he?
You're there, obviously, a little bit before. Do you do anything, or do you want to just go into the scene when he arrives?
No, just to drive in the car and prepare it for painting.
I'm like getting in the like an overall. I have a sports top and an overall on now because I have clean, maybe some spare clothes at Sean's place.
Probably always.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Probably.
So I'm all ready to spray and paint the shit out of this car.
How'd I work? Playing music. Getting stuff done.
Yeah.
And approximately 45 minutes later, Christopher with pizza.
I brought pizzas.
Oh, nice.
Put them down,
nice.
And dig in, and I grab a slice and I look over to Shim and said, "Oh, by the way, your future husband says hi."
Oh, Vinny?
Yeah.
Mrs. Falcone.
Next time, give him a kiss on the cheek for me.
I don't think they invented enough penicillin for me to do that.
But you're Italian. You kiss everyone on the cheek.
There are certain limits. Besides, I know where his lips were last night.
He's Mr. International.
He's been all over the world.
I'm stepping back from the car with the spray still in my hand.
Looking good.
Yeah, I think it matches. Yeah, it matches pretty well. I think this can pass.
I think it'll pass for those kind of people. I mean,
it seems legit.
Working class people, gas people from the gas company doesn't even rate on that.
No, that's probably true.
These are the sort of people probably trained not to notice help or working people at all. Like that.
They don't exist. They live in the walls.
Yep.
Seems almost beige.
Mm-hmm.
I'll after Christopher dug into the pizza and just got cracking on the safe cracking. Just
So this is how you spend your evening. Every now and then, all of you individually get this weird sensation that you're being watched. It's brief, but that creepy little feeling that you remember from when you were a kid. Like there's something in the dark, watching. As you try to look at it, it's never there. Always like it's always moved out of sight.
Bloody FBI. For bothering Italians.
Good, hard-working Italians.
Yep.
On
Do
this
you
job.
say this loud?
He doesn't say it loud, but he does actually like if he feel has been watched, he's probably paranoid enough to just like check around a little bit to see there's no one has put on any cameras or any microphone equipment.
Oh, that's funny. He's walking around. He's actually you can see this, Sean, that Christopher, while like he's been on the safe and he's eating, maybe having a coffee, and all of a sudden he's like opening up a cupboard. Almost like he's gonna expect an FBI agent sitting in a cupboard.
Do I notice this?
That's what I'm saying. You notice him doing this.
Yeah. During the night, I'll probably just put together a small red LED lamp, just shining somewhere in the room, just to fuck him over a little bit.
So you wait for him to spot it?
Yeah. And then going behind him like,
yeah. Well,
do I see anything?
Eventually you see it, and I think you see it when Christopher finds the red light and goes like, I don't know if he reacts to it, or he's like, fuck.
Yeah. But didn't I check that place like 2 hours earlier? What the? Anyway, let's nip it out and throw it in the trash, just to be on the safe side.
Sean's laughing his ass off and Christopher's cursing.
Is he laughing like loudly laughing?
yeah.
I mean, you know this bastard. You fucking fuck, you fuck you.
Sorry, I just had to.
And I look around again like this, can't shake this feeling of being watched.
Do you say that?
I think he's more probably mutters under his breath, like getting paranoid after Paris. That's probably it.
It's Paris. Yeah. There's nothing French in here. Nothing. I even threw out the cheese. I love cheese.
But you kind of understand like what he's saying, because it's kind of what you've been feeling as well. Like you're being watched.
I don't know if it's still just like Paris on our minds.
Yeah, it must be.
Or if it's anything else. I mean, this job is easy, but it's a little odd as well, right? Mm-hmm. Kind of happened and fell into our laps pretty conveniently.
Too well paid. Too bad organized. Too high profile.
Yeah.
I'm going through this place with a metal
You're
detector.
getting paranoid now.
No, this is not about being paranoid. I'm going to comb this garage with a metal detector.
Okay. And I'm opening a red wine bottle that I know that you have in the cupboard, and I'm just like watching you.
No, not a metal detector. There is this. I can't remember the name of the tool, but when I was working in IT, we used it to check for computer noise. It will detect anything that emits magnetic.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna paint the scene for you now, because you have the van in one area where she's been painting with night drying, and she's like taking off the overalls, she's in t-shirt, she just wrapped it around her waist, the top of it, opening up a bottle of wine. Christopher, I'm thinking, so he's sitting on one of your very like beat up couches that are down there, which you can sit in when you're not working.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, what's that? What the hell? Also, because he's been working hard at the safe while you're bobbing around actually combing for stuff.
Yeah.
Was she opening the bottle? So you have a bit of momentum and the cork flies. 2 or 3 meters away from you.
Mm-hmm. I'll go to pick it up.
You see something on the floor. Nothing extraordinarily like, oh my god, it's a diamond. But it's a peculiar little thing.
I pick it up.
It kind of looks like a bullet, but it doesn't feel like metal.
I'll take it up. Chris, catch, and I'll throw it in his direction. What is that?
What do I have an idea what it is?
Well, if it was out of metal, you would say high caliber sniper bullet.
But it wasn't.
But
But
it's
it's not.
it
What
looks
is it?
weird in color. It's light.
I'll put a switchblade on and like scratch it a little bit.
You managed to make a little dent in it. It's almost like powdery.
The hell is this? Something you use, Sean? I'll walk over and put it in Sean's hand.
Can I roll on something to see what it's made of?
Sure.
For example,
Something. Science?
no, science I don't have.
I have
You don't have
science.
No.
Your technology, not I.
Now, I'm probably the only one with science here, so I shouldn't have
Gonna,
tossed it away.
It's a thing. It's a thing with a thing that's pointy.
But because it looks like a bullet, but it's not. Is
It
it?
looks like a bullet.
But it's it's not made of metal, and if it wouldn't have been looking like that if it's been fired. So
Give it back.
Toss it.
And I try and use my science.
Do sciencey stuff. You need glasses to
Yeah.
do sciencey stuff.
It's gonna be a high diff. I want a 3.
Yeah, no, I have
You need
2.
3.
I have 2, so.
It's
Honest-
not metal.
Honestly, don't know what this is.
Put it on a shelf and we can see what
mean-
we can.
I can probably ask. I can take it to one of the labs and see. But,
You have labs.
well, I have a lab at the gallery, but I can probably, if I can't figure it out myself, I can probably talk to someone else at the museum. We should have a lab.
SMRT.
I don't know how important this is, so let's put it on the back burner until the job is done, I guess. But why is it here, though? Sorry, why do you keep this on your floor?
It could be something the kid brought in. The apprentice I have. You know, the
Oh.
son of...
He's still around, yeah.
yeah, the geezer up at the scrapyard.
Junkyard.
Does he have a name?
Jim.
Kim?
Jim.
Jim.
Jim the Kid?
I just call him Jimmy the Kid.
Jim and the kid.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
hates it. It's funny every time.
But on another note, we need to contact our employer with the name that needs to be added to the list. And should we perhaps ask for a small advance on payment to cover expenses we've had? Like perhaps 10% of the total sum?
Well,
And
I don't
divide
need
that between
it,
the three of
but
us?
if you... Yeah,
Well,
probably.
I'm just...
He does.
No. Just in scamming, just to make sure that they do intend to pay us, you know.
That's
And,
good, that's good.
I mean, it's way over $1,000 that we've...
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you get 10% upfront, it should cover all
Yeah,
the
sweet.
expenses.
Do that.
You were given a phone number.
Yeah, and we're just gonna call and leave a message for and then she'll get back to us. We should not call her in office hours. So actually, no, late in the evening probably be a day to call and leave a message, and she'll find a way to contact us.
I think you were supposed to give her a time that she could call you back.
Yeah. Should we say call us back 8 o'clock in the morning? 9 o'clock? Well, how late is it now? How late is it? Like, is it late or is it like night?
No, it's 9. It's 9. 9:30. So it's not like if she
At your earliest convenience, then. At 10 o'clock this evening is possible.
So you call. It's an
Yep.
answering machine.
I leave the message.
It takes you it takes about 10 minutes. She managed to give you wine, obviously, because I'm guessing Christopher wants some wine.
Oh yeah, never said that.
Shiv's
It's Italian wine. It's Italian wine, right? It's not French, is it?
I don't think Sean would dare to have anything else than Italian wine for you.
No, definitely Italian. Or Spanish.
So about 10 minutes later, the phone rings.
I'll answer it. My friend, I'll answer it for the phone.
This is Miss Masters.
Good of you to call, Miss Masters. First of all, we have a name that you need to add for the catering company. And I for the post-it notes, and she got the post-it note back from Shiv, and I'll read it up.
Right. That is not a problem.
Good.
How is the plans progressing?
The plan is progressing
Mr. Falcon.
nicely. Plan is progressing nicely. We've done getting most of it preparation work done today, and the rest of it will be done tomorrow. We will go with the distraction of the gas leak. We will arrange that the telephone call for the gas company will be intercepted by us, and we'll be taking on the role as representative of the gas company to come and check the leak. Siobhan will, as I said, process Miss Cruz and be part of the catering staff. And all that remains then is for you to be active in the role as the person that will handle the little crisis that emerge and be the one to escort us around to make sure that all the leaks before fun, which will give you opportunity to pop in and see what you need to see.
In the sea. Do we
Yes.
need to have another meeting?
Well,
Are you confident in your planning so far, Mr. Falcone?
I'm confident in my planning so far. On the other hand, we have incurred some expenses so far. So if it would be possible to have a small down payment on our fee to cover the said costs.
Of course.
Should we say 10%?
If that pleases you, Mr. Falcone, that is not a problem.
Excellent. If you want another meeting to be more detailed debrief in a more secure way than over the phone, we could of course arrange that.
Well, you know what? That is actually excellent, Mr. Falcone. I have a bit of time. Well, now, in approximately an hour's time, me and Mr. Price will join you at your location.
Oh, fine. I'll give her the address.
Oh, yes, the address, of course. Thank you.
Well,
We'll
see you in an hour's time
Mr.
then.
Falcone.
I hang up and
Bye.
turn it on. Well, it looks like our lustrous employer wishes us to have a quick meeting with us here in about an hour's time.
Okay, so
And yeah, we're getting our 10% down payment. I'm guessing she's a bit worried that... I guess she's a bit worried about going up against the father, to put it like that. I mean, this sort of thing is clearly not... I mean, as cutthroat as businesses are, I'm guessing this sort of sticky fingers work is not something that she's used to.
but you
Well, it's for Christopher. If you were going to get something from your uncle, it like
Yeah. No, it's like
Yeah,
it's
you know,
it's family.
yeah.
but you invited the clients
They
my
invited
place.
themselves. They invited themselves.
to my place.
Yes.
Now?
In an hour.
The clients invited themselves to my place.
Yep. Which should tell you something about how much they know about us, doesn't it?
I don't like this one bit. One bit.
Does John's garage have a little front, like office or like area? No, it's just completely like back all. It's like there's no cover.
No,
It's like it's officially
this
an empty.
this garage is in a sort of a not a back alley but a back street. There's absolutely no front here. There's absolutely nothing that makes this look like a legit business. This is a garage in a shitty neighborhood.
But
Do
if it's
you
any
think they
consolation,
will find it?
I think they employ people that find it quite easily.
I think so too. And I like this less and less.
Yeah, I suggest that we could all be waiting outside, perhaps, when they show up. I mean, they're probably coming in a car as well. We could have the meeting in a luxurious limo.
Hit the showers, I think. I don't think this is very respectable. So.
No comment.
Siobhan, nothing of this about this.
Yeah.
It's respectable in any sort of way. It's probably as shady as it's going to get.
Yeah. I think we put up a fire in the yard outside and drag out the couches.
Lawn chairs.
Yeah, drag out the couches and the sun chairs.
I mean, talking.
Is it gated? The area where you have a fire now, is it gated?
Yeah,
not on the
it's a
street?
gate towards the front the front of the street.
Chain
so-
link fence on the
Yeah,
gate?
chain fence.
Christopher, you're sitting there with the wine, and Sean's sitting there, whatever he's drinking, as Shiv
Tea.
comes out fresh with a refreshed glass of wine as well. The night is comfortably warm, like late summer. The fire is nice. You don't have to wear like a big coat or anything. It's comfortable with just a thin jacket. As you hear a big engine car growling in the distance. It's a muscle car. It's an American muscle car.
Can I figure out what kind it is before they arrive?
Of course you can. Of course you can. Yeah. Shiv has her hand up.
No, I was just pretending to be his ears.
Oh, I think you're sorry.
Listening for the motor.
Let me see. One more die. That would be 4 successes.
Should be enough.
Yeah.
It's a muscle car. Is it called the Anaconda? Is that what it's called? It's Firebird. Which one is it called?
There is
You know which one I mean?
Anaconda. There is a Firebird.
No, which is it called?
Project
Firebird. The one
Firebird?
with do you know the one with, you know which one I mean? The one that you specifically said I needed to draw. The one
Yes,
with
the
Phoenix on the-
1978 Pontiac Firebird.
That's the one. Yeah.
That's the one.
But there's no Firebird on the hood.
No, it's plain black.
Plain black.
Ooh. That's a sweet ass ride.
Yeah, that's the last year they made good American muscle cars.
Your hair is like it's like chugging as it's just rolling into the lot. Out of the car on the driving side is Mr. Price. He steps out. He's wearing black t-shirt, black leather coat. It's not a like a biker coat. It's just a black leather coat, black pants, black shoes. He's very black in his attire. Miss Masters, on the other hand, she's wearing a tan long coat, a white pinkish blouse, white pinkish pants, and tan pumps. Her hair is to her side. It's braided. Again, she's immaculately. Her makeup is on fleek. She's just wearing a thin pearl necklace, diamond studs. She smells money. She looks expensive. Yeah.
Please, have a seat.
They look at each other waringly. Could we please take this inside, Mr. Falcone?
I look towards Sean.
I look at him with a half-cocked grin.
I look towards Sean and I'll get up and he'll show the way in. Let him show the way in.
I'm just like in the background, yeah.
And
No, I just shake my head as I open the big gates into the.
See, this is what normies don't understand. It's much less chance of being bugged when you're sitting outside than you're being inside in a place you generally are. But okay,
Yeah.
you know.
Did you just say that
Bloody
out loud in front of the client?
No,
These
no, no.
normies?
No, he's like he's thinking that in the head. It's just like bloody tourist is probably what he thinks. So.
Yeah, and I'm like looking at him and just nodding. Yeah.
Like,
I'll wait. I'll be like the last to go in, so I'll go in whoever is last.
Mm-hmm.
She looks around and she just reaches out her hand, and Mr. Price puts an envelope in her hand, which she then reaches out to whoever is in front of her.
I'll take it and I'll just verify the amount, and I'll smile and put it in his pocket for divvying it up later's. So,
Can we offer you some wine or coffee or anything?
No, thank you. I'm good at the minute. Miss Price, no, thank you.
how are they
I'll
handling
pour
being
myself
here?
another.
How are they handling being in here? It's like is it like screaming the word that they're gonna get tetanus for us being in here, or it's like are they handling it cool?
No,
and collected?
the garage part of this place is spotless. It's
Oh
complete
yeah,
order.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not saying anything about that. I'm saying
Like-
about them
The
being
area?
a place where manual labor is being done. I mean,
Yeah.
they might catch blue collar just standing there.
Well, she takes off her white leather gloves as she stands there. Are you all confident in this?
There is one aspect that makes me worried, and that is just taking a look at the technology level of your father's security is quite high. So what I'm
Indeed.
wondering, your his security room does this have a battery backup?
Generator? Anything?
I would presume so.
And indoors security cameras?
I'm sure, but they are not visible.
They are not visible. That means
Would you also...
we in before entering the office where the safe is, we need to kill the power in the security room.
This sounds like a you problem, Mr. Dunphy. Not to be crude, but that's why you've been hired.
We'll take care of that. But you haven't got no further information about your father's indoor security since we last talked, so that's not a problem. We'll find a way around that. Plus, it's unless he was actually watching people doing something, or he's got any reason. I mean, the whole point of this is not to steal anything, but to make sure that it appears that nothing has changed whatsoever. So there will be no reason for them to particularly...
That's what I'm hoping, Mr. Falcone. Or I
So-
need to have happen is that this never happened. You
So
were
not to
never
worry about
there.
that.
I never saw what's in the safe. And hopefully we can go on our merry lives. And that would be it.
Let me put it this way: I'm as confident as I can be, given the short time to prepare. And with the.
Is there anything problem with the payment, Mr. Falcone? Don't you feel you've been sufficiently compensated for the haste?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you asked me if I felt confident plan. I said as confident as one can be on such short notice.
I need more assurance than that, Mr. Falcone. I need to know.
You want divination of the future? Sure. Let me put it this way. If we could have... Do you have any pictures of your father's... From your father's... Inside of your father's house? Any family albums, anything like that from... When you were young, perhaps?
I can perhaps get you something tomorrow night. That is the earliest time I can get you something.
Well, that would increase my level of confidence more, to put it like that. I don't think you have to be worried. As long as there's no big glaring lapses of information from your side when it comes to the type of safe, its placement, it should be fine.
Excellent. I try not to convey doubt in your capabilities. It's just a very delicate and stressful time.
I can understand that. Don't worry.
But where is the security room?
It's not on the drawings.
Of course it's not. Soon.
Would you be so kind as to point it to us?
Without
I'll open the folder and
without any knowledge of the security room, there is absolutely no possibility of removing the evidence that we have been there. But because we can do the job, but the security room it's of the utmost importance.
It all depends how much time, because I cannot give you the schematics of where it is, but I can take you there.
Okay.
you can take us there.
Christopher leans over and whispers into something into Sean's ear. Do you have any really strong magnets?
Of course.
See where I'm going with that?
Yeah.
That will be fine. If you can just take us there after we're done, then what needs to be done.
Yeah.
That's enough. It won't take long.
No. It will take 2 seconds.
Perfect. She smiles. Almost warm for a minute. It's a bit unsettling because she's been such an ice cream, and all of a sudden there's a glare of familiarity in her smile. She smiles almost kind, friendly.
Does it remind Shiv of how they acted the day before?
Yeah, it's such a grotesque contrast to her demeanor all other times. But when she, almost like when she breaks a facade, it feels, it's like being slapped in the face.
What is the Mr. Price? What is he doing?
He's been staring at the floor a lot, like almost not wanting to look at you all. Looking everywhere but at you three. Staying very calm, not saying much. Not saying anything, really.
Fair enough. So, next steps, Chris?
Next step is the rest of the preparation work that we need to do done. We'll get whatever she can give us of pictures tomorrow evening. And after that, we can give you a call when everything is ready on our end to assure you that we are indeed set for Monday.
But when are we to see the security?
I will make sure you get whatever photographs I have that can be of use. I will get you tomorrow evening.
Nice. That's good.
Mr. Price here will be so kind, won't you, dear Aiden? Almost for a second, you see him almost like he grits his teeth. Yeah. When he stares at you when he lifts his eyes, I don't know if you're looking at him, he has a painful glare over his face. You don't know if because he's dreading the task or if he feels like it's something like he's not loving about the situation.
It's beneath him.
Is it
you don't know.
No.
It's just like.
Can we roll
like
it?
paint-
Like
no.
roll insight? Perhaps?
Yep. Go. Roll insight.
What attribute would that be? Would that be?
If you're gonna see insight, and it would be intelligence.
Okay.
Intelligence and then insights, right?
Insight.
Uh-huh.
3 successes.
That's enough.
5 successes.
Oh.
1.
Well, okay. Sean, he's like, no, he's just a douche in a leather jacket.
Well, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
No.
For Shiv, it's not disgust. It's not poutiness. It's actually a flicker of pain.
Okay.
Christopher, on the other hand, it's sorrow. It's distress. It's sorrow. It's fear. Borderline regret. It's like you're being hit with like, how the hell did I read that? But it's almost like you recognize it because like you felt that. You felt that. It's almost like shame.
That's
Like you failed. It's like a proud man's glare of failure. Sorrow.
But that doesn't really.
Sadness.
That doesn't really
Compute. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It makes
the only
no
sense. I think the only sense Christopher can get out of that is that he's misjudged the relationship that Aiden has with Miss Masters. That he doesn't really want to be part of this, and that she's got something on him and gets him and sort of lords it over him to do this. It's the only thing that makes sense. I mean, why would he give 2 shits about sorrow like directed at us as a task? That is strange.
It makes no sense, and it should make no sense, and it's bizarre. But it's a bizarre situation.
Yeah. Can I just... Sorry.
Yep.
It's just because, to clarify something, she said that she could take us there. And then you said something to her that I obviously didn't catch.
No, I guess what you understand is that you should take us there after the job is done. Like, we'll show her this and then she'll show it to us the security.
Okay, cool. It's just me being... Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would be the way you scanned it.
Thank you.
That's sort of...
And she says, well, great, he will deliver it. And as she then sees him, like, saying, like, that yes, and then his expression, her eyes widen, and she goes very cold. We're leaving, Mr. Price, we're leaving. We'll have what we came for. We will reconvene tomorrow evening, then. Best of luck for now.
Well, have a great evening.
We'll
She
show
almost
them
like
out.
she's not pushing him, but she's clearly leading on. Like, we're going now.
So after they were well and left, like,
That was weird.
like after we heard the car starting up, and you can hear that car starting up from a mile away. So
Yeah.
I don't worry about. Like, did you guys scan that? There's something.
They are so strange. I don't know. I think my theory is correct. I think they are either lovers, a girlfriend, boyfriend, and something happened.
I don't know. I really didn't. I almost. He seemed like he was almost sorrowful to me. It's strange, very strange.
Maybe he caught her with a lover. Who knows?
Or maybe she's got something on him and he doesn't really want to be part of this business. I don't know. Anyway, it's
The way
I
that
don't like
they,
it, I don't like them. But yeah, no, I think that I'm sure the magnetic will work, Sean.
Yeah.
Story my uncle told when one of the guys back in the day had got himself caught on surveillance tape, and they found a way,
It will
had no way to
ruin-
get into the evidence room. So
Yeah.
through a
I have
powerful magnet
I have a
into-
rare earth magnet. I actually nicked from a dude. It can lift a car. It will ruin the whole room.
Grand.
And
and finally you have something to use it for, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
You don't have to ruin it all. I mean, all you need is to make sure that it wipes the magnetic tapes.
No, it wipes everything that is magnetic inside that room.
Okay.
So sci-fi, I love it.
Yeah, so what they did, since they didn't get into the evidence room, they just took this powerful magnet, threw it through the window of a bank, and the police carried it straight into the evidence locker farm.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Brilliant.
That's brilliant.
So the rest of your night, you do what you need doing.
Yeah, we need to split up the advance, so we'll 1200 should 1200 should cover the expenses we've had, and I'm actually a bit light, so if you don't either of you don't have an acute need for it, I'll just keep the rest of the advance, and you take it out of my cuts afterwards.
In total we have spent 1146.
Yeah, so 1200 will take. Like I said, 1200 will take care of the expenses.
Yeah.
So and then you just take a smaller cut from me. I'll take a smaller cut once the job is done.
Don't mind.
I don't mind.
Alright.
No.
I think I'll just look at Sean and just like, we know.
Yeah.
Good
So,
friend. All right. The rest of your night, you fiddle about, do what you need doing. He's practicing the safe, and you need what you need doing, and you either you all sleep there or you go back to your humble abodes.
I'll get a cab back to 18 Cooper Street because I gotta change some clothes for some nicer clothes for the press up the following day, the donation.
Oh, you have that, yeah.
I think Shiv is also going home, but she will again stop at the Crow. And I don't think we need to play up the scene or anything, but I think what she will go with the intention to get something comfortable and cozy and nice. But I think she will actually leave there empty-handed. By her own choice. For some really weird reason.
Weird reason.
Yeah. She
Makes
can't
sense.
really get it. But I think, yeah.
It's a weird feeling. All right. We're going to go into our second break. It's a good place to stop because another day is done. There's a little bit of action on the Sunday. Not that much until it's the big
Heist.
job. A heist. All right. We'll be back in a few. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So welcoming.
Hi, and welcome back from the break. We're going to go in to our next scene, which is the morning of the Sunday, the day before the big day. We're going to go directly into the scene. We're going to start with Sean on the Sunday morning.
Sunday morning, that means Chris is going to the church. Shiv is going to be hungover as fuck. And then they have the family dinner. So, I go to my cozy family punk, the Middle East.
You go to the Middle East.
I do.
It's a chill Sunday morning. They do serve breakfast.
And they know what I like.
Oh, you get your table, you see your familiar old-timers, and you see people you know. It's quiet. It's early morning.
Just give me hash browns and egg and bacon. I'm happy.
So that's how he starts his morning. So, Christoph, how do you start yours?
Oh, I'll get dressed for the church visit, divvy up the money. When he said large donation, do I have any idea how large he inferred? Like going on.
Anything less than $1,000 would be seen as an insult.
Yeah. So okay, so we'll go. So I'll take 500 for walking around money for myself. I'll take 1,000 envelope of 1,000 for the donation, and I'll kick 1,000 up to the boss, to Falcone, to my uncle, so to represent my earnings for the past week.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. You know how to do it. Is Shiv joining you at the church?
Hell no.
I'll probably arrange to meet up later and go to my mother's house for dinner later on.
Yeah.
So
I'm guessing Shiv is going to have a very slow morning.
I mean, I think that's what she would normally do. But because she didn't have any visitors, because she didn't actually get
fucked up,
she actually gets an early morning, and she'll actually get her personal trainer to get a training session in that morning for some Krav Maga. Yeah.
Cool. She catches the news for a second, as she sometimes does. And you see yet again, it's a coverage of the halfway house, Anne's house.
Any details?
You see the reporters saying that the Boston PD is tight-lipped. There are no suspects at this immediate time. The scene is described as brutal, literally people being torn limb from limb. There's now put up like a candle wake around the building, and there's talk of some sort of a gathering later on this Sunday to commemorate these poor lost souls that was murdered so savagely by persons or person unknown. And if anybody has any information about the perpetrators of this crime, please step forward and contact your local police office or Boston PD. And it's a very sad and sorrowful time, and they hope to find whoever did this as soon as possible. And you see the pictures of the people, if they have pictures of them, who's been slain. And you see these 3 very young children been murdered. Sad. Horrible.
Yeah. Well, it is Boston. Shit happens. But yeah, sad. Sad, of course.
You do a workout. So, back to Christopher. You're going to church.
Yep.
Hallelujah.
Dressed in a black suit and wearing a tie this time. Black hair, comb back.
Oh, you tied it up.
Yep.
You see your mother obviously goes to the church. You see your uncle. You see some of the white guys. You see one of the second in command of the big boss himself is there.
Mm.
Strange.
Yeah.
You
Well, I don't know
see
if it's
your uncle is
Bobby Lucy doing here. That's a bit.
yeah, that's a bit strange. And Vinny is teetering in the background of your uncle, who is clearly in conversation. And you see the minister is there as well, and several people are going in because it's like, hello, go in, find your seat.
Yeah, of course I'll
you
say hello to
see
my mother
also there's
first.
local press.
Mm.
Oh, my boy, my beautiful
Okay.
boy. You don't eat enough.
We'll eat plenty back at your place later. She wants
I
to
will
look forward
make
to it.
sure. You need to have some more meat on the bone if you're gonna find the lovely Bella.
Any day, no, mama. I'm telling you, any day.
I want some Grand Bambinos. Christopher.
I'm sure Janice is going to beat me to that. and I'll come on, let's find you a seat. Come on, let's find you a seat, Ma. And I'll escort her in and find her a good seat, one of the good seats in the house. And after that, I'll go and pay my respect to my uncle.
Your uncle takes you aside, like he sits. You see on the other row further ahead. Well, not on the first row. Because this is your church, you sit on the front rows.
Yeah.
A bit further back, you see the second in command. You had his name because I had.
Bobby Luisi Senior.
Yes, he is sitting a bit further back.
The underboss of Frank Salam.
There's been another one.
Where this time?
He leans on the pew in front and he's stroking his bed. We managed to keep it out of the news this time.
That's good. It's in our territory this time as well. Same place?
No, it's his family.
So that's why he's here. Okay.
There's another piece, you see. I didn't know this yesterday.
Oh.
The graves pushed over are all family. So yeah.
Someone is
The familiar.
Someone's declaring it's a threat. Is someone coming after us?
No names. Same type of thing. Scribblings like satanic, blasphemous blood. There was a goat's head this time in the center and white pebbles in a spiral.
I'm wrong. That's horrible.
There's gonna be a meeting. There's gonna be a meeting.
How can I have this going on? It's got to stop this sort of blasphemous, low bottom life. Real wicked people behind this. Anyway,
it's good he's here because then he'll see this. This is good. He taps you on the shoulder, very fatherly. He'll see this. You'll make a good showing for the family, Christopher. You'll make a good showing for the family.
I brought the donation, and also, Mr. Flacon. No, it's been a bit light and a bit hard to get work after my setback, but I want to make sure that you see that I'm out earning. I'm doing what I can, and I'll hand him the envelope with his with my kick up to his view.
He takes it very because he knows to take he knows to take a donation, so he slips it in and he taps you on the cheek. You're a good boy, Christopher. You're a good boy.
Thank you.
We'll get past this. Go to your mama.
Yeah, I'll go sit by my mother's side and hold her arm and make a good showing of being the dutiful son.
You see, Vinny comes in chewing on his toothpick. He sits by his uncle, a bit legs sprawled. You see your uncle nudge him, like wise up, like sit proper. You're in God's house. Like, cover your balls. Like, don't say like manspreading in church is not proper.
You should have been born a dog. You'd have been happy then.
The doors close. The sermon is very about community and being pious in God's grace. Be wareful of Satan's influences and people being swayed to the dark side. And a lot of like warning of being tempted and temptation and going down the wrong path. And luckily in this community, we have strong families with good Christian and good Catholic morals. And it leads up to the donation moment. And then he says, I've been told and I'm humbled by the generosity of certain individuals, some lambs in God's flock that are now stepping up to helping us out in these dire times. And I've been told there's a family here that wants to make a donation. It's humbling. It's humbling, and people should take note of such a generous act.
So take my cue, and I'll go to the father and salute him the best. I don't know, it's the kiss the.
Yeah, you can kiss the ring. He gives you a light blessing, and he takes the envelope, and.
So good. It's the least we can do to come together and give back to this church that have always been there for us in all the times of need, and both need and joy, and sorrow and happiness. So we will all stand together and brave this horrible thing as well. And we will all come together and rebuild. And shake hand and I'll go back.
We will take wisdom from Mr. Falcone's words. We will be soldiers against the darkness in God's beautiful glory. Now raise for the last psalm. And then you have the beautiful choir boys giving you a hymn. And then the priest, he leads out, and common courtesy is like shaking hands and then having a wee chit chat before everybody goes to their Sunday dinner. Your uncle again, quickly. I'll let you know, Christopher, because I might want you for this one. He taps you on the back.
Tell me the time, please. Wow. Nod.
You get a slight nod from the other good fellow there, like you've been recognized. Like he nods.
Like you bow back a little deeper.
You feel something grumbling in the back of you.
Wait till everyone's like the media's gone and like people are spreading up, and then just before Billy leaves, I'm gonna say hi to him as well.
Oh, you see Vinny there for a minute. He's going directly to the press folk.
Do I have a chance to intercept him before he gets over to them?
Coach Ken.
I'll walk over and say hello. Hey Vinny. Well, cousin.
He was like.
Yeah, and I put my arm around him and I just quietly leads him away from everyone, like towards the side of this church, away from where everyone else is going. We need to talk a little bit after people have left. I got some ideas for something we need to get done. Some job.
Cool. Oh, I was just gonna take lead on the press because I think you did such a good job with the donation things. I was gonna talk you up, guys. I was gonna talk the family name up. Like, we don't take shit. We're gonna kill someone.
Yeah, that's fine. That we want to minimize exposure now, because if we're gonna do this job, we don't want to have too many of our faces on television just the same week as we're gonna the week before we're gonna get this done. I got some leads on some prepaid phone cards.
It's
gonna be
cool.
So hopefully
Mr.
we'll go.
International is on it.
Yeah. So how about lunch on Wednesday?
I'm there. Bella Italia, me and you, getting it,
Yeah,
winning.
I'll call you. Let's wait, and then just keep on patting his ego a bit to make sure that the camera people are moved off.
Yeah, we see they get into the cars, and he's like, Mr.
Good.
International.
Actually, yeah. And let's say goodbye to him, and I can go back to find my mother and head home to her place for dinner. Like, moron.
He's just a little bit lost puppy. What can I say?
Shiv
Well,
waiting on the steps, just.
in a proper dress.
Oh yeah, I have an outfit.
The one.
No.
The one outfit.
I mean, if you're ready to hear it, I will describe it.
Do it. Do the thing.
It's a burgundy velvet dress. It's like a flare dress. It's very short, but she has a white collar sticking out. She has white socks over her knees and kind of like, it's a little school girl-ish. A headband and pearl earrings. Yeah, that's what she's having. It's Sunday after all. Sticking the good Catholic schoolgirl to Chris.
I think he's very glad that Vinny isn't there.
Oh yeah. Oh. He'd be drooling.
But yeah,
He'd be
she's
dying.
just sitting waiting on the stairs.
Oh look, Ma. Shiv's waiting.
Oh, Shiv.
I'll get up.
Oh no, she's like,
Mama.
when are you gonna find a beautiful boy to wife you up?
It's not for the lack of trying. Trust me. I don't think Boston is my scene.
Christopher, don't you have some nice friends? Proper Catholic Italian boy.
Like Kuma, you want me to set her up with Jenny?
Me, so
No, she smacks at you. No, well, he's dirty boy.
So let's get in. I'll like put my arms around one arm around his left arm around his mother and his right arm around Shiv, and I'll lead him in today.
It's a full-on Italian dinner with all the fixtures. There's carbs.
well, I have a
carbs and
outfit
pasta
that I need to fill out, so I'm cool.
There's a reason why he casually drops that by like there's a reason I got you a size large. As a giver, like a helping of.
I'll thank you, and I'll kick him under the table.
Yeah.
Or like pasta with ragu made of oxtail.
Oh, now I'm getting hungry again.
A pizza and just dig. Oh, nums. You're chit-chatting with his mom. It's a light, lovely conversation. It's a good Italian wine. And afterwards, she serves a spot of coffee. And then she's ready for her programs.
Right.
And then it's kind of expect if you're staying on a little bit because she has a little porch. Usually, you either like if you smoke, you have a cigarette, or you finish your wine or coffee before you. Because then she's like when she's tired, she wants to watch her shows.
So we'll there you go, Ma. Well, I can turn Italiana. Here's the remote.
She like
I'll kiss her and
give her a kiss and a pour a little.
Sherry,
like to the and leave her
and
there.
I will go out and start the dishes. Yeah.
I'll come back there, join her, and I'll clean up, make sure that everything's like the gas is turned off. And I have this sudden worrying about gas leaks lately. I don't know why.
So, tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, you ready?
Yeah. I think we're good. It's just I think this is maybe the first time that I don't know anything about our client. Like, well, I know who she is, or who her dad is, but it's
Yeah.
I don't trust people. I
Let me put it this way: probably wouldn't be less worried about taking a job with the goddamn Russians than I would be for that woman. But
yeah, I get what you're saying.
for that kind of money, well,
They're a little bit too twitchy for my taste.
definitely strange. Definitely strange. But then again, rich people.
Hey, you guys keep saying that. No, but
All right, you know you're
Like-
making an exception for you. I mean, come on, you ran away from all the way from home to get under up here.
wouldn't have met you if I didn't. So I guess
It all worked out.
yeah, I kind of did.
But don't worry about tomorrow. I mean, your part is just go in there and well.
No, my part. I don't worry, but I am a little curious, or well, conscious about the safe. And
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna work on some more of it tonight, but it's coming along. I think it's gonna be fine. I think it's gonna be quick, as quick as can be in given sparse lighting conditions.
right. I don't think we can have planned it better in this amount of time.
Nope. No, I don't think that would be possible at all. The issues are of course a bit worrying, but then again, as we have found out, weeks and weeks of planning isn't exactly any guarantee of success either.
No.
A darkness then sits around you as you hear the shouts and gunfire from Paris looming as a shade you can't cast. And
Yeah.
from that, you have some stuff to do. I know Siobhan needs to collect from whatever Thomas has made.
Mm.
And Christopher needs to work more at the safe.
Well, I'll head to the garage.
Yeah, and I'll head to Thomas before I'll head up to the garage.
Yeah. We're going to go to a quick scene in the Middle Eastern. As well, Sean is getting ready to head back. He sees this girl again comes in.
The one who was
The
accompanied
scars.
by the two bigger fellas.
Yeah. Yeah, a woman, a male and a female.
Yeah.
She's an oversized green army jacket, army boots. She walks like a beaten dog and sits at the bar. And you see she puts up $1 and orders a coffee.
I walk up to the bar. Sit down beside her. Coffee for me as well. Let me treat her this one.
Thanks. No need, but thanks. Appreciate it.
Well, if you're going to hang around in this fine establishment, you're about to meet me. At one point or the other. I'm like the big brother around here. Name's Sean. You look like you
Hey,
could either
Sean.
need a big brother.
She laughs almost. Oh, shucks. Appreciate it. She's very still. You see the scars are something you've never seen scars like that.
Mm.
It looks like it's been clawed.
I don't comment anything about that. I just sit there in the quiet.
You sit there with her. She has a strange aura or being, atmosphere about her. It's strangely comfortable, but also uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You can't put your finger on it. It's like being an extrovert, introvert. It's the two things that existing at the same time. She checks her watch. She scratches her face.
Mm.
She turns to you as she downs the coffee, red hot. Take care, Sean.
I look back at her.
She smiles, and she's almost like for a minute she was going to say something, and she catches herself. Just stay safe, Sean. Take care.
That's usually what I tell people. Because this place here is supposed to be a safe place. A place for everyone. To sit
She
their
takes
ass
her
down
jacket to that.
and chill. Or go completely bananas to some good music. Have we met before?
Safety. She laughs, almost like not sure she get teary-eyed or anything, but she laughs ironically, like safe. Ugh. Have a good one, Sean. Thanks for the coffee. Maybe I'll catch you another time.
See ya.
She walks out. And she drags this weird atmosphere with her.
Who is behind the bar?
It's the proprietor.
You know that girl?
She's been in there a couple of times now. Ugh, she breaks my heart. She looks so sad. I just want to hug her.
Yeah, she's...
I don't know. She inspires something. I just want to protect the shit out of her, you know?
Yeah, she's got that little sister aura.
She's seen the scars, man.
Bad.
Somebody took that Dura girl to town. And they didn't show her a good time.
No. I just
Wouldn't get
put
my
up
hand on
a
that
50
bastard.
on the table, and she doesn't pay for coffee anymore.
Ah, Sean, good man. And he writes post-it note and he puts it in the till. You're a good one.
Well, see you when I see you. He says, and he goes out.
You all reconvene in the garage. Siobhan has gotten the stuff from Thomas.
One for you.
Is
thank you.
fitted.
Sweet, sweet.
Your man does good work.
This almost looks legit. I don't like being legit. Makes
Don't
me
worry.
feel dirty.
You will never be legit.
Oh, thank you, Shiv.
Sure did get a great job making me look like a common schnook.
I wasn't the one who took the photo, so don't blame me.
I'll just start putting together everything we need and put it in the car.
As she does that, all of a sudden, your radio turns itself on, full blast.
Oh,
It's Enter Sandman. That's out now, right?
Yeah.
Metallica. Full blast. Like you guys, like you.
yeah. I go over and change the channel to whatever plays some decent music.
Could you turn
But
it
the
down?
radio wasn't on.
No, I turned it down as well. Yeah.
Do you boost a car
Sorry.
with a faulty electrical wire?
No, I pulled the plug.
the plug for the radio?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Or was it the plug? Was it the car stereo that was booming?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, now then I just turn it down.
But it turned itself on.
Yeah, then I start checking for errors. Where's the faulty switch?
Isn't it? Isn't any?
There isn't any. There must be a faulty switch.
He mumbles.
I don't like this. I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, now
It's like someone is fucking with us just to fuck with us.
and that's my job.
Sean, there wasn't funny yesterday, and it's not even funny now, okay?
No, this
always
is-
do this kind of bullshit. Yeah. Look at Mr. I'm all innocent right there. You got me going there for a while. God damn it. Chris just shakes his head and walks up. I'm like, yeah. Fool me once, shame on me, but fool me twice, shame on me. And he writes it up as
Shame on me
Sean's
some more.
malarkey.
Yeah.
So far, just this year, I've fooled you 54 times at least.
Too many.
Yeah.
And I like it. He gets gets the bird as he walks up. I go back to practicing some more on the safe to calm his nerves.
You're getting confident with it. As the hours trickle by and evening kicks in, the phone rings.
Whose phone?
The phone you called Miss Masters with.
Probably myself on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Falcone.
It's Aiden Price. I was supposed to deliver. Where
Yeah.
may I find you?
You find us the same place that we met last night.
Right.
The garage.
I'll be there in 20.
Excellent. That's what I was surprised with the picture. I see it'll be here in 20 minutes.
These were the
Yeah, from the inside of the
Yeah.
So maybe it might prove useful. I mean, at the very least, we got something else in the schematics. Get a
Yeah.
feel of the place. See if we can notice anything particular.
Yeah.
A mere 20 minutes later, you hear the same roaring of ponies under the hood of a big muscle car, tugging its way up the lot.
Well, we'll meet him and let him in if he's coming in or he's just handing the envelope. Although I'm probably going to open the gate for him.
You open the gate. He's wearing, again, black leather jacket, white t-shirt, dark denim pants, black shoes. He is rather tall. He is probably 187.
No, Chris is like just around 170, so 173. So that's like 30 centimeters. So like, it's just
It's just a bit big.
someone that are taller than. I'm kind of a bit looking up. He gets out of if he gets out of the car.
Yeah, no, he walks in. He whoever's closest to him, he will hand a dark envelope.
pretty sure Chris
Yeah.
is closest if
He said
he
let him in.
opened or pressed
Yeah.
or did anything.
So I'll open them and start looking. Just open the envelope and start taking a look at the pictures.
You see, it's pictures. They're a bit odd. The angles are odd. It doesn't look like, oh, it's a party or we're having fun. It's just odd angles from different angles of the room, like they've been taken in secrecy.
Oh yeah, probably like well, that's even better. That probably means they're more recent.
I will come over and look at the pictures over your shoulder.
Yeah, we'll lay out the schematic drawings and we can start matching pictures to rooms and places like that.
He goes over and he's actually looking curious.
Mm.
So you're sure about this? He says.
Sure as someone can be in these sort of manners.
I think timing wise, the plan will work.
The plan will work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think within the the time frame that we've had, we couldn't have done anything better. So
You've given us what you've given us, and that's what we have to work with. And we'll make it work.
I'll be there, you know.
oh, yeah, Miss Masters said so.
If
Have you been
anything-
in before?
Yeah, I have.
You don't necessarily have noticed anything that she has failed to mention.
He starts laughing, and you see he takes himself to the forehead, and he laughs hysterically, and that is also very scary
Okay.
because he's been so like very dark, mysterious, and a bit sad, and now he like Heath Ledger the Joker laughs.
I didn't mean any offense. I apologize if I offended your girlfriend or Miss Masters.
And you see Shiv. I don't see the point in this, but then again, I'm not running the show. Stay safe. Don't fuck it up. Get out alive. And he turns on his heels and he walks.
Should
I
there
just
What
looked at the
be
voice.
a reason we shouldn't get out of there alive?
He stops. Just do the goddamn job as the best you can. Just do the fucking job and get out. He walks. Just get out. He
We'll wait till-
hurries.
Yeah, wait till it's gone and the car started up and it's going. I'm like, the fuck was that?
And there
Look
it is
at the shit.
again.
Look
People
at this.
calling me by my. I have a
look-
real name. I have a whole name.
I look over to Siobhan and like, you sure you don't know him from before? I mean, he seemed genuinely worried about your well-being. Actually,
Uh,
fucking crazy all these people.
I,
I'm starting to wonder what the hell is that that's safe?
yeah.
Like nuclear launch codes, severed head of someone.
I don't think I've met him before. I mean, I think I would have
Horse's
remembered
head.
a person like that.
Yeah.
But I
Even
too,
though,
I too
no.
had this strange encounter in the club this morning.
strange how.
No, it was just this young girl. Seen her once before, and she also, without me presenting myself to her, knew my name. And yeah, I'm known, but not that way.
I was almost going to say, have you casually fucked her while you were drunk? But you don't drink, so.
And also, no one that young.
Oh.
No, yeah, not that young. She looks like she could be any of our, actually one of our kids, almost, if we had kids.
That's
young.
young.
Not that I know of.
Plead the fifth.
At least
I'm pretty
a little
sure it's
sister.
not mine.
No, just
Right.
just strange. It's been one of those weekends where people apparently know us and know where we live, and just come straight into our home.
I know that this was sort of a job we technically couldn't turn down, and it's way too late to back out now, but this worries me more than a certain European capital.
Gothenburg.
I mean, we can't refuse it. It's already too far down the path, right?
No, we
Refuse.
do it. We do it.
Couldn't even refuse it when we were offered it.
No, impossible.
They had our balls to the vice. Oh, well, figuratively speaking, of course.
Yeah, the vice is over there, and I've made sure it's. Yeah, you can't get your balls in there. Impossible. Too far up.
It's like there's still an echo of his almost hysterical Laugh.
I'm just going to go right there and say it. The only thing I can think of that I can explain his behavior is that cocaine is a hell of a drug.
And Shiv just takes, because I'm always wearing like a piece of jewelry with a vial.
With a book in it.
That was some ether smelling kind of behavior.
Okay.
Wouldn't know.
I'm just gonna say one thing, because you put a lot of stuff on the table now, right? You got the pictures from the different rooms, right?
Can we match the pictures to the rooms?
Yes, you can. You see there's a side photo where the door into the office is slightly ajar. You see the safe and you're relieved because it's the safe. You clearly see where the safe is not in a directly in front of a window. It's nestling in a corner.
Get a magnifying glass out and I'll just study every detail of what we can see from inside the office.
Yeah, I'm searching for it.
Yeah, if you go in low into the office, there's no chance who's ever outside is going to see you.
But cameras.
You'll be hidden. As you can see in the office, there is no cameras on the picture. There's no cameras in the room.
They might be hidden. You might just be in the wing angle. But then again, if the camera's in where the office where it does his work,
I'm bringing the magnet.
But even that, I wouldn't even think he would tape it. I mean, sensitive business deal, all the kind of shady shit, people like that going on. You don't want that on record.
Nope,
you don't want that kind of shit on record. I mean, you're just opening yourself up to someone stealing the tape, or even some dodgy security man copying it and selling off your secrets to the highest bidder. I'm going to assume that's not, but there might be in the hallway.
Yeah.
That's quite probably it. So we definitely need to wipe the tapes, but I bought them.
Well, magnet, right?
Magnets.
Yeah.
It's just giving you meat on the bone. You see, it's very luxe. It's very, very expensive furniture. The paintings are exquisite for you, Siobhan. You're saying, "Oh my God, he's got a Degas."
Mm.
Who the hell has a Degas in a private collection?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
That just reminds me.
Just by seeing the Degas, you know there's alarms there.
Yeah.
I'm guaranteeing you what it's done, Shiv, and this is what I want to talk to you. See, I guarantee you, the paintings there, they're probably all been stolen, and he's reclaimed the insurance, and now he's just hanging at his own private home.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I mentioned this before. I know going about it, but we can make some really good dough on an insurance scam with those paintings yours at the gallery. You could put them in an apartment, still be able to see them.
We could. My question, I'm circling back to the same question. Do we need to? And the answer is always no. We don't need to.
It's the principle of the matter.
I would disagree.
I would like Siobhan to take an intelligent insight because the guest list is also there. And also some other goodies.
Ooh, 4 successes.
It's just that one name that strikes you.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. and Mrs. Bolton.
Who were these people again? Isn't this one of the names that we've heard? Oh, shoot! Yes!
Yeah.
Thank you! Oh, fuck. Okay. So, Mr. and Mrs.?
But that's the parents.
Oh. That makes more sense.
Not that matters anything. It's just a name you recognize.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Just some information. Nothing to worry about. Everything's going to be fine. Nobody's going to cry at the end of this. We all going to make it.
We sure are.
To the end and beyond. Yeah.
Guys, any bigwig? I know the bigwig names on the guest list. Anything else? And me might be worried about anyone on them probably bringing along any private security of their own?
Or if you know anything about Boston socialites and or powerhouses in for finance, you have a who's who.
So everyone's there, basically.
Not everyone, but a decent amount of the powerhouses. It's money. It's money. It's money. It's money.
Yeah. But
Damn
is it
shame.
new money or old money or both?
Or old and new. But
Okay.
it's not just it's not euro trash. These are in the finance, politics,
Yeah.
etc.
Right.
Damn shame that we're busy doing this job when we had this list of all these nice rich people
That are
who
not
want to be
home.
at home.
Got home, yeah.
Or for that matter, we'll be in the way home late at night in the car with expensive jewelry on where I'm just waiting for.
Someone to help them with it.
Yeah, I mean,
Take them to the
you
cleaners.
can really make it. I mean, damn, you can really make it clean that.
I mean,
Clean these people
Vinny
up.
needed a job, so whatever you tell him to do afterwards.
Yeah, we want,
I'm joking.
we want Vinny to
joking.
have a job that he can actually manage, not one that'll get him killed and us lifted
Sure.
for aiding and abetting.
Anything else you want to do on the Sunday?
I think we've all exhausted what we need to do. Prepare. I'm gonna try out our disguises and actually I want to measure up distances from this blue screen to use this garage, and I want to like set up move up so we can try like getting in from there to there, walk that direction, pretend to go upstairs.
Take
How
a
long will it
time.
take?
Time it.
The timing, everything. We're walking from kitchen up there to open the safe, and use measure out the spaces on his garage so we can just walk it past.
This is fascinating because then you can actually time how long it takes you to get from room to room and time how long you're going to take on opening the safe because you have a safe. So
Yes,
yeah,
I'm thinking if I go around the house, just so
Flashlight.
people, so people can see that there is actually a person going from room to room, checking things on the ground floor and then on the upper floor, and then you just focus on the safe, and then you know exactly how much time I have to take to go that route.
Yeah. We map the route to make sure that you'll not start away and walk around the areas that is visible from the outside in that sense. So yeah, that sounds a good plan.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you need Miss Masters to know of her role?
She has been informed of Shiv on the guest list. She has been informed of her role in while
Showing you around.
Yeah.
Yeah, handling what she's supposed to do once the gas list has been discovered to make sure that get people safety and out, that she'll be the one calling for assistance. Probably downplay, like say, we'll fix this without the embarrassment of calling the fire department.
Yeah,
and generally, she's probably well, and that she's going to be the one that's going to go to the walkthrough with you afterwards to make sure that it's safe, so she has time to get up to the peak in the safe before everyone gets in.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're feeling secure. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't need anything else but that.
No.
Yeah.
The Sunday then turns in from early night to late night. And I'm guessing again, you are retiring to your own abodes.
Yep.
Yep.
Did she use a bike or did she bring a car?
Because it was such a short drive. No, it was flared out. No, she was on a bike. Yeah.
Well, then I'll get a cab back too.
Are you afraid of bikes? You don't want to be on the back?
Yeah, I'm getting a cab. I'm not going to ride bitch on that.
Don't write that.
He's not. His dignity wouldn't suffer that.
All of you struggle a little bit to fall asleep. Naturally enough, because it's adrenaline, you're doing a heist, Paris is still lingering underneath your skin. There's also another layer, a weird layer. Like there's an echo, but you can't really hear it inside you. Like somebody's right before you're falling asleep, like somebody's trying to shout something to you, but you can't hear it because you're falling asleep. But they're feeling like you should remember something, but then the Sandman comes and you fall asleep. And it's like, oh, if I only could remember. But you don't. And maybe it's just your mind playing tricks on you because, well, everything's been so rushed. So night comes, and morning stirs, and it's the day of the heist. Anybody doing anything specific this morning?
I'm treating them to a good home-cooked Monday morning breakfast in the garage.
You invited them.
Yeah, I send them a text. Breakfast, my place.
Nice.
Sure. I look around Chris looks around the bare bones of his apartment, the mattress he's sleeping on, the kitchen that's not a kitchen, which is essentially just a microwave and a small fridge. I'm like, well, better alternatives, and make sure he brings everything he's going to need.
As he does that, because he's actually moving around his apartment really for the first time since, as he knows, he's been back. I would like him to do a wits insight.
Three successes. Yeah, because I needed
Getting
two
ready.
of the ones.
Yeah.
I needed two of the ones with if it's going to be no special for the that's three.
You're getting your stuff, you're getting ready to go, and then all of a sudden, it's like something in the sink catches your eye, and you get a little bit like, there's a glass. It's got a lipstick on the edge.
The fuck?
In the sink.
Shiv been over? Is that her color?
It's a whiskey glass.
Yeah, this is freaking me out. Come on. Winnie wouldn't have brought her back here. Oh. I slap. He is a sly little fucker. He probably could pick the door. It really can't be any other explanation. I mean, the only other explanation is that I'm having a brain tumor that makes me forget things I've done. I mean, it's not like anyone would, like, the police or anything would break into my apartment and leave dirty dishes in the sink. It's like, it makes no... Either that or it could be a warning, but what kind of warning is that? The only explanation is that Vinny, that fuck, knew I wouldn't be home and brought that. Oh, man, I'm gonna need to burn those sheets.
It's a strange sensation as you hurry out.
Yeah, like freaked, like trying to convince myself that has to be it. There aren't any other possible explanation, but still there's this lingering feeling of doubt and like almost like the feeling of being jinxed. Like there's something. There's a ghost of Paris is haunting him.
Yeah, but yeah, like that. Like everything was so planned for Paris, and then there was an unknown, a monkey wrench.
Yeah,
something went wrong. You oversaw something. You overlooked something. You forgot something.
Because I was drinking when I saw that news bulletin. Trying to shake it, but can't. So it's a bit jittery in the cab ride over to the garage. Like, first thing he does when he gets there is to check the kitchen area of because I guess, or have you brought the food down or in your apartment Sean?
Mhm.
Are we in your apartment now, like having breakfast, or you brought your breakfast down into the?
No, I'm actually cooking breakfast outside in the yard over the fire we set up the day before.
Is this a tradition sort of thing that we're doing? You
Now it
inviting
is.
us over for...
Now it is. Shiv, you're there also.
Yeah.
Do we know anything? I mean, how good is Sean's culinary? I mean,
That's pretty decent.
he is Irish, right? I mean,
Better than mine.
what are we expecting? A 6-pack of Guinness and a cold potato? You know, classic Irish 7-course meal.
Let me see. Cooking, that's craft. 3 successes.
So he knows. So it's like he uses olive oil, not motor oil.
No, butter. I'm Irish. Olive oil.
Margarine.
That's for your people. No, it's just hash browns. It's hash browns. It's egg. It's bacon. It's fried toast. It's bangers. The whole shebang.
And it's still the late summer feel, like September. Now it's the 12th of September. It still has that slight heat in the air, so it's not bad even early in the morning. It's nice.
I guess it's around 15 degrees or something.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
He looks a bit pale though. Christopher looks a bit like rushed and pale, and his eyes are darting a bit.
What's the matter,
Just a
Chris?
little
Are you nervous about tonight?
Oh, you're gonna think I'm crazy.
Yeah, always a little bit.
Yeah. Yep.
You remember the
Shit.
party? The party when we got the job?
Oh, Bobby's?
Yeah. And my cousin hooking up with that lady. And the way he says a lady.
Who can forget
Probably
that
says
vision of...
I'm just suspicious that little bastard didn't bring her back to my place, Jimmy the Lock, and did the dirty deed there. Because I found this.
I mean,
whiskey glass.
I know you guys share some stuff, but isn't that a little...
Is he dead?
It's a violation of a sacred trust, is why. No, I just found this glass with lipstick on it in the sink. It hadn't been washed, hadn't been rinsed out. And I haven't had that in companies. And I mean, you haven't been.
Sure?
I'm fairly sure I haven't been that drunk. Well,
Are you sure?
I mean,
Like,
I would be happy. I would be happy if you had.
Because the amount of Mr. International was drunk, proper drunk. He could Jimmy a lock if he tried to.
no, but he could have been sly enough to unhatch shit from like the sets like when we left.
He was proper sloshed.
Yeah, but he was at my apartment before he picked us up.
That's true.
He could have just flipped the hatch.
But he didn't know that he was going to get...
No,
No.
and I would even considering him TDTF.
I mean, he.
What?
Don't get me wrong. I mean, he's
fuck.
I don't want to bad mouth my family, but yeah, he's an obnoxious little shit. But that welching bastard is actually has some moves. Trust me on that.
Yeah, but now
I'm still convinced he's responsible for the great piggy bank heist of 1980. 1978.
so there might actually be some.
Chris, if you get laid, and I do hope you get laid, you have our blessing, right?
Yeah.
You need it.
Yep.
I need this job to go off without a hinge is what I need.
And then
Well.
we're going to go out and we're going to go play a game. It's called Have you met Christopher? It works 99 out of 84 times.
Bit
I am
bothered, like looks down, but yeah, as long as this doesn't turn into another.
Don't say it.
Don't say that. Don't say
say
that.
it.
Don't think this.
Everything's gonna be
This
fine.
is-
It's gonna be an easy walk in the park. Let's
This
go.
is
Let's
our
go this one
this
more
is
time.
our home. We're in home turf. We're doing this. We're too close to Fenway to fuck up.
Okay. One do we want to say? Let's go over this one more time. You come to the part of the staff and start doing work there.
Hmm?
Also, everyone settle in for the table seating. So we have everyone marshaled in one place, easy to get everyone out of the house in one place.
Mhm.
You detect gas is detected, and Mrs. Masters does her thing.
Yes.
She gets everyone out. She calls, suggests that good idea to keep the fire department out of it to avoid any bad publicity. She calls the gas company, the telephone, or call is intercepted by
Yep.
you.
Hey, hello. I'm the gas
Everyone
man.
out. Suitable amount of time after that for the gas company to send a truck. We'll roll up, show our badges to security, say we heard about possible reported gas leak, take to the house, start doing what needs to be done and identifying the, whatever gas or meter you use to sniff it out.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
The thing that goes.
Bing.
And I made
Yes.
an extra.
Yes, I go.
I made an extra one, and I give both of you guys like one of the little gas ample thingies. If you need more time, and anyone comes up, you can always use one of these to.
Yeah.
Excellent. So
Yes.
we're wearing clean muskets, go in. I'll go straight to the library. You'll just, kill time, do what you need to get done. Then get everyone windows open, say you found the leak, you fixed it, get Mrs. Masters to walk around with you to make sure that other possibilities everything's fixed. At which time she'll run up, check the contents of the safe, lock the safe, leave us out, guests in, we get in the car, drive out. At this time, the question remains is one thing. Should Siobhan stay and do work the whole party, or should she become ill from the gas leak and excuse herself for the rest of the evening? So she can leave.
I think that depends on the mood of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I would feel more comfortable with you getting out of there as soon as possible. But if it's better to maintain cover that you stay, then well.
Yeah.
After that, we will
we can
reconvene.
park our bike not far from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to arrive with the bike, so that's the only thing. I was actually planning on taking a cab over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that would be what most of them are doing.
Yeah.
I don't see much parking for the help.
Yeah. We'll put the bike in the van and roll it out just a block away.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like
Okay.
somebody will steal something there.
Never.
And if they do, I'll kill you.
I'm scared.
I can't say how much I'm glad you used singular form there, Richard.
Well, he said he would. He
I
would.
pat Sean on the back.
I'm too cute to die.
Yes, you are.
The atmosphere is relatively chirpy as you enjoy the barbecued fire pit breakfast.
Irish style.
And as you all are all in the same mindset of doing this heist and being successful in getting back on track, Sean, you feel the heat of the fire, like it's almost sizzling your skin when it get a bit cold. You feel strange. The smoke, you can almost like smell what kind of wood's burning. Like how old it was, like how much moss was on it. Strange that it's like caressing your nostrils. almost intoxicating. It fleets, it comes, and it goes. And then Shiv has to get ready to get going.
Yeah, and she's been like sewing her, trying to sew her outfit all morning. Yeah.
Because she has to be there earlier than you lot.
Yeah.
And the last thing I'm going to leave you with this episode is Shiv buzzing in on the grounds, and as she reaches for the buzzer to say Maria Cruz, she catches a glance at her wrist, at a scar she doesn't recognize. And you're here, yes?
Mary Cruz for the party. Royal Blue.
And you hear the buzzing as the scar stares at you with its secrets. And the doors open. And that's where we're going to end the second episode.
Why?
So many secrets, so many weird shit. I know it's vampire, but still.
Needs doing. It needs doing. It needs doing.
Is it Tuesday yet?
Only 1 week, and then we'll be back at it, and then it's gonna
Another
be
hour, yes.
It's been fun. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My players are kick-ass. It's been fun. It's been hilarious.
Check off the bells and the
please-
whistles and like, share, comment.
Please do. We love this. This is what we do for fun. And if anybody else thinks it's fun, give us a thumbs up. And any feedback will be appreciated. Grrr.
Grr, arg.
Grrr, grrr.
See you guys next week.
Yeah.
Till next time. Bye.
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 Bye. We did the thing.
We did the thing.